Yo, what's up? My name is Petililil, and welcome to another episode of the PokeMMO IronMan account, the first ever series where someone recorded and logged what it looks like to play PokeMMO without trading or using the GTL. As I'm sure many of you know, the goal of this series is to play with endgame players and achieve what they're able to achieve in a normal PokeMMO setting, but doing so on a more restricted account. And the biggest goal, one of the final hurrahs I want to do on this account, is participate in and place in the top 50 of the official PokeMMO Shiny Wars in the year 2026, which hasn't even been announced yet. But that is the level of commitment that it takes to do something like this on an IronMan account, is that I'm preparing, I'm planting berries, I'm farming fossils, I'm doing everything that I need to do to prepare for Shiny Wars well in advance before the event has even been officially announced. And if it's like the previous 2 years, that event will most likely be from mid-July to mid-August. So we are looking at the current time of recording in about 2 to 3 months. And even though we still have, 2 to 3 months, that seems like a lot of time. I am very, very behind on my progress, and I'm trying to lock in and be more consistent. Even if I'm doing something sloppily, I still need to be doing it. That's what's really important to me right now versus just maximizing my efficiency. As you can see me right now, I'm planting my berries. Planting Leppa berries and getting tens of thousands of Leppa berries is a very, very crucial thing for IronMan Shiny Wars. And as you can see, we are starting this episode with only 1,500. These are the most important numbers to keep in mind as we make our progress in today's video. We are starting with 1,500 Leppa berries and 285 fossils. Keep both of those numbers in mind. That is our key ways that we can prepare as an IronMan account heading into Shiny Wars, as well as things like our box space and our Pokeyen. And then, of course, some eggs will be prepared beforehand, but we cannot prepare as many eggs and as many Dittos as main accounts can. One of the other most important ways that I need to prepare is by winning some catch events and getting 1,200 reward points. I really, really desperately need to get at least a 30-day donator status before the beginning of Shiny Wars. And I still have 300 RP, thankfully, from other events, but I spent the other RP. And I'm looking back, and maybe I shouldn't have spent it, but you know what? I think it was the right call, getting that XP Reamplifier and the Flying Ocarina. They have provided so much value to the account. I think it was worth it, but it's going to be a really, really sad day if I have to start Shiny War without a 30-day donator status against thousands of players who have those donator statuses. I'm already at a disadvantage of not being able to buy Leppa berries off of the GTL, having to plant my own, farm my own, like I'm some sort of IRL farmer, right? Like it's craziness. To not have the donator status on top of it would just be an unfair disadvantage to a disgusting degree, but I can only blame myself for not grinding enough and not working towards that. And that's the beauty of the IronMan account, is if you don't get something, it's your fault. But if you do achieve something, it's your fault as well. It's your glory. It's your achievement to have conquered something like that. Everything rides on your shoulders on an IronMan account. Now, one last thing to explain is, what is Shiny Wars? A lot of people just might not know. Shiny Wars is the Super Bowl of shiny hunting within PokeMMO. You get teams of 30 people together and shiny hunt as many Pokemon and as high quality of Pokemon as possible. Different Pokemon that have different rarities are worth different amount of points. So things like egg shinies, or a good example is like Beldum. Beldum is what's called a tier 0 shiny, if I recall correctly, where it's worth the maximum amount of points, somewhere around like 30 points or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers. The exact numbers don't really matter. We'll cover all those in great detail when the event is actually announced. It's also possible we see some rebalancing this year. But you want rare shinies, like things from fossils. You want egg shinies if possible, but you also want to get high quantity of shinies and get consistent points for your team, like doing things like time swipe hordes and Leppa berry farming. Really, the most efficient strategies won't be known until the details of the events are announced and the high level players work out a spreadsheet, really figuring that out and stuff. But it's going to be really interesting to see how I will fit into my team and what I will be able to help with as an IronMan account. And speaking of team, I think I have finally made the decision. A big talking point on the IronMan account was, will I do an all IronMan account team for Shiny Wars? 30 Ironmen. And as cool as that would be, I think that is the kind of disadvantage we don't need to impede on ourselves. I think it is unnecessary. I say the same thing with like raids. People always say, oh, you should raid with only IronMan, Petililil, and I don't like that rule. I think that's unnecessary. Similar to old school RuneScape. In old school RuneScape, you don't just raid as an IronMan with other IronMan, right? You're allowed to raid with other main accounts. The difficulty is getting the gear, getting the resources to even be there with the main accounts. That's the hard part. To then restrict yourself even further to only be able to do those activities with IronMan, I think is an unnecessary restriction that we don't see in any other games with an IronMan type restriction, at least that I know of. I'm hopeful it's pretty obvious, but this game mode has been heavily inspired, almost dramatically inspired, by the RuneScape variant. So that is my final decision. I will not be leading a full team of 30 people into these shiny wars, and I know that will disappoint some of you, and I even understand that, and I respect that opinion. However, I think it is best for myself, for the other Ironmen, and for the mental health of everybody. Shiny Wars is already going to be an extreme adventure. It's already going to be an insane journey. I think making it even harder when we're already so restricted is beyond the point of no return to me personally. That is my personal opinion, and I hope you guys can respect that, and I respect any feedback and critique given with that, but that is my decision at the end of the day, and I hope you guys can respect that, and I thank you so much for your patience with that. And as we finish up planting our initial berry batch for today, here are our actual hardline goals if you want to see a visual of it. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, I am aiming for 3,000 fossils, which I'm very short on, obviously, at the moment. I only have 285, but I'm really hoping to be able to go for that. I was actually hoping for more initially, but real life got in the way. The last 1 year of my life has been very up and down. It's been a tough year for a lot of people, and that's been no different for me, honestly, personally, for better or for worse, but that's okay. Not every year can be an up year. You have to have some up and down in life to be able to appreciate those up moments. You have to have those down moments. I'm very, very well versed in that and very familiar with that, and I'm hopeful that getting through those moments and pushing through is a good representation of what the IronMan account is all about, and pushing through those moments and pushing through these hardships and pushing through the dry shiny streaks within PokeMMO, as trivial as that may be. I think it teaches us a lot about life. That's why I love shiny hunting so much within PokeMMO. But beyond 3,000 fossils, I also need a large quantity of Leppa berries. I don't know the exact goal that I'm shooting for on that yet. I'm going to have to run some more numbers and figure things out and see what my goal is. I will try to have that goal set by the end of this video. I also need a 30-day dono. I talked about that. As much box space as humanly possible. And I want to head into war with at least 5 million Pokeyen, just in case I need to do something in the middle of war, buy more Pokeballs, buy more items of something, whatever I may need. I need to be able to have access to Pokeyen to have some flexibility during the event itself. But here's our final berry planted. These will take 16 hours to grow. I will have to water them in 8 hours right before bedtime, and then wake up in the morning and pick them all. And I will see you guys then when it is time to harvest. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the PokeMMO IronMan account. It is an honor to be here at all. Love you all. Have a good one. Good luck in your Pokemon grinds today as you set this on your second monitor and watch in the background while you play this beautiful freaking game. Good morning and welcome to the first berry harvest of this episode. I actually just woke up recently. I was working on editing IronMan episode 32 and I realized my timer kept going off and I kept snoozing it and delaying 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and then I realized if I keep delaying it, I'm gonna lose yield. So hopefully I didn't lose yield. Wait, please show me a 6 cherry berry. Okay, that's just bad luck, I think. Wait, no way I lost yield. Okay, I think the range, okay, I just had a few spurts of bad luck there at the start. Reminder, I have 0 cherry berries, 0 petchas, and 0 rosts in my inventory when I start these. I harvest all of them now, and we are at least stocked up on harvesters a little bit right now. This will not last that long though, and I'm getting very low on Pokeyen, but thankfully, at least the next time I farm berries, which will probably be today when I start streaming here in a little bit, maybe a little bit later actually, I will be doing a full batch of Leppas. So a full batch of Leppas will be getting done today, and that's something I'm very excited for because that actually grows the stack of the berries we care about, you know? All of the rosts, all the petches, all the cherries, they're just fodder. I'm respectfully, they're just here to be used as resources to eventually get to Leppas. But I will see you guys with this full harvest and then breaking them all down into seeds here in a sec. All right, the berries have been picked. We are looking at 481 cherry berries, only 99 patches. We didn't do a whole lot of those, and 102 rosts. I'm going to go ahead and break them down. But first, I'll show you guys the seed count. We're getting higher and higher and higher, which is super nice, man. The work is paying off. Almost 500 very spicy seeds. The ones you want to watch out for are the very spicy seeds, the plain bitter, and the plain sweet. Where are these at? Over here. So plain bitter, plain sweet, very spicy. I know it's all jumping around, so apologies. 377 bitter, 375 sweet, and then almost 500 very spicy. And now after harvesting everything, we lost about half, a little bit over half, I think, of our harvesting tools. And now we have 650 almost very spicy seeds, 444 plain sweet, and 444. That's funny that that tied up exactly. 444 sweets and 444 bitters. I will definitely be doing a full batch of Leppas today, but that will be on stream in a little bit. Alrighty, fellas, we are doing something today on the IronMan account that I get to do very, very rarely. We are planting a full batch of Leppas. I'm talking every single plot available in Unova. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys when I harvest them in 20 hours or so tomorrow morning. Alrighty, fellas, before our gym run today, we do have a ton of breeds. I'm going to go ahead and just start going through them and show you guys what we have. I think the bottom row ones are ones that I want to either make male or female, so we're going to do these first so I remember to do that. So, for example, this Rattata, 4x31 field age group breeder. Definitely want to make that male so I can breed it onto a species where I actually care about having it be that species, right? I don't need a 4x31 Rattata, but I might need someone like a 4x31 Mienfoo or something like that. But this is to this says, for example, yeah, make female. I think this is just because I have a ton of male. I have a ton. I remember I have a ton of humanoid male breeders, but almost, I think, legitimately zero humanoid female breeders. So I need to be a little bit more careful with that age group specifically and get that genders a little bit more evened out so I can properly do the breeds in the game, right? Next up, Zigzag. This is to make male. Make male Zigzagoon. 4x31. Another field age. Similar thing, same as the Rattata, but a different. What's it called? Next up, make male. We got ourselves a 5x31 Yanma. Now, this one I was really tempted to make. I love Yanma. I love Yanmega, but I don't need more of them. I have plenty of Yanmas and Yanmegas. I have alpha variants. I don't need it. I'd rather have it as the bug age group breeder. But that is a 5. Like, I'm casually going through. That's a 5x. This is how crazy advanced my breeds are getting. We've just clicked through a 5x31 and then like multiple 4x31s in olden times of the IronMan account. That would have been like an entire episode. One entire episode would have been dedicated to one episode would have been dedicated to making a 5x31. You know, that's how hard it was and how difficult it was back then. But now that I'm gathering my resources and, you know, utilizing them, it's a lot easier. So now we have it's due to all the hours put in, right? Now we have, this is a weird one. This is a raid caught Glaceon, and it kind of breaks my heart to do this, but I think it is worth it. I don't need it for the PC space. It's not event exclusive. I could keep this as a collector item and have like this, the Met-At thing. I have the video clip. I don't think I need that. I need the box space. It feels weird to turn an event raid Glaceon into a Rattata, but I think it's the right play. There are other like Glaceon, Leafeon. There are EV alpha spawns that aren't just during the event. I don't need to keep that. And it hurts my heart to do so, but I think it's the right play. Next up, 3x31 Chaos Age group. I'm gonna zoom through a lot of these. A lot of these are most likely just going to be IV breeders. Here's a 4x31 though, to be fair. 4x31 Baniri. I don't know if this needs to be male or female. I'm gonna just click through and roll the dice and hopefully I don't get punished on that one. Next up, 2x31 field, the easiest click through of my life. Don't need to put too much time or energy into that one. 2x31 field age group breeder. Next up, 2x31 field age group breeder. Gonna randomly roll the dice on the gender there. Next up, chaos 4x. Look how many 4x breeders we're making today, fellas. 4x31 chaos age group breeder on that Drifloon. Next up, 3x31 chaos in all the defenses, and that's what you want to see. You want to see defense IVs and HP because every Pokemon obviously needs that. The hyper 3x31 in attack and HP and defense. The hyper end game of the IronMan account is just having like 5x31 Pokemon only in the boxes. Here's a 3x breed. It's crazy. In previous videos we've seen it's usually just 2x, but now it's 3x and 4x. Yes, someone exactly. I'm glad. This is why I like to do this stuff live. This is a 3x breed. Someone in chat just said it really is crazy watching you do all these big breeds now on the IronMan. I remember watching you breed your hidden ability Charizard for raids, and it was yes, exactly, like that was a journey to get all those breeders. But it's the passive. Another 4x. How many 4x31s are we breeding today? 6, 7, 8. That is the equivalent of like, we're breeding like 3, the equivalent of like 3, 6, 7. God damn it, we're breeding the equivalent of like 3 to 4 5x31s today, just casually. I mean, it took me. Also, reminder, another 4x31. I'm not joking. Setting up this box of 60 breeds took me it takes me about 3 hours each time. It took me 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to set up this box. as well as it cost, to be fair, it was a bit less than what full bots. There was like 6 to 8 spaces empty here, to be fair. But it took me 3 hours, and it's about 600,000 Poke Yen. It's about 600k, and that's not even including like the another four times through Implante group. That's not even considering all the time it took to catch all of the Pokemon, all the time it took to do the catch events where I got them at, all the time it took to earn the Poke Yen and buy the Pokeballs for them. Like, I really do zoom through these breeds, but these breeding little mini extravaganzas, these moments where I make all these eggs, it is the equivalent of just so many hours. I would love to like try to guesstimate. They're probably like what? Each one is probably like, I don't know how many. I don't want to put a number on it, but like it's a lot. It's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of Poke Yen. 3 times 31 field egg group breeder there. We got 3 more breeds. I did some Rotom breeds. I've started trying to breed up some Rotoms. I would love to try to go for multiple 5 times 31 Rotoms. Rotom is used in every single PvP tier as well as different PvM activities. I would love to have a ton of different good Rotoms. A 3 times 31. Now this is a cool one. Mareep. I'm using the Heatmore, which is a field only egg group Pokemon, and breeding with Mareep on purpose because Mareep is monster end field. So it's a perfect example of like a dual egg group breed, which will allow me to and monster egg group is rarer and more valuable than field egg group, even on an IronMan account, right? And then finally, our final breed, the lamest breed, a 2 times 31 field egg group Pokemon. There we go. That is all of our breeds for today. I'm going to hatch eggs while I do my Jimmy run. If I get an egg shiny, I will shit my pants live on Twitch. That is the rules. But I'm going to go ahead and get some of my Poke Yen back out of everything I just spent, because I did just spend a ton. So let's go ahead and get started on our Poke Yen, fellas. I am scared that I might have made the mistake of the century. I don't know if I watered my berries last night. Oh no, boys. This is dude, this is, I have to just pick before I forget. This is why fuck. This is my live reaction. Not only is this is why it's so hard to berry farm with IRL stressors happening, when there are things, real shit happening. God damn it, this is really bad. I mean, I'm not gonna front, you know. It's a lot of wasted seeds. It's like 4 days or so of wasted seeds. It's wasted Poke Yen from Jimmy runs. This might be like, this is like a full week setback of berry farming and Jimmy runs. Oh, I mean, it's happened. I can't change it, but it sucks. It hurts. Berry farming is something I don't do on my main accounts for profit for this exact reason. If things happen, if I miss one timer, one mistake is all it takes to lose a week's worth of progress. I'm glad I'll at least get some Leppa berries, but this sucks, man. This sucks. I've just had IRL things going on. I had some old friends that actually needed some help, and I tried to help them, and it didn't go as planned, unfortunately. Man, that's a bummer. It is what it is. It's a video game, you know. It could be a lot worse. Thankfully, we got to keep that in mind, but that is one of the biggest blows I've experienced on the IronMan account. That sucks. To do this, especially on the Leppa batch, is what's so bad. If this was on a cherry batch or a Pecha batch, you know, that would already be rough, but the fact that this is on the Leppa batch is just so crushing. And to be fair, you know what, a mistake like this was bound to happen eventually. I think that's I can only really blame myself this is obviously my fault, obviously, right? I just didn't focus up enough, but also you don't want to be too hard on yourself, because mistakes are going to happen. We're human. It's life. You can't be perfect every time, and I'm aware of that about myself very, very clearly. Oh, it just sucks, man. I'm glad we're able to recuperate some. I started with around 1,500, I think, Leppas. So I've gained, you know what? I've gained about 100 Leppas. That's, I mean, honestly, I think it was 1,540, so a little bit less than 100. I mean, that could be a lot worse. If I honestly gained, I should have gained like 1,000. That's what's so sad, because I should have gained like 1,000 Leppas from this. I'll be lucky if I gain 200. Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to clean everything up. We're going to reset, and we're going to try again. This is legitimately like over 1 million Poke-Yen, probably like 1 to 2 million, somewhere in that range. 1 to 2 million Poke-Yen, tons of seeds, and obviously we're going to be minus like 800 Leppa berries off this. This is devastating. It's a huge fucking blow, one of the biggest blows we've ever seen on the account. And I'm just trying to clean things up and process and reset. I'm going to replant. We're going to probably plant a bunch of cherry berries. We'll have to reassess our seeds and see what we need to plant. I will not be planting Leppas. And all you can do is rebuild. We have to start from somewhere. We have to start from scratch. It could be a lot worse. The fact that I'm getting some Leppas from this is honestly such a lucky thing. Like, that's like, it's honestly could have been worse. I've gotten like 130 Leppas so far. I'm gonna end up with like 150 Leppas from this. It could have been worse. It could all be dead, you know. They could all be just withered plants. Could be a bit worse. 150 Leppas still represents an hour and a half of shiny hunting, you know. Like, it's not as much as the 10 hours that's crazy. That one giant batch, like, this is 10 hours worth of shiny hunt. I don't even think about that. That's, oh, I'm like gulping. I'm like, this is just, it's 1 week of progress gone. It is what it is. All right, here's the last berry plucked. Let's see how many we ended up with. We were at 1540 to start. We ended up with about 160, 150 or so Leppa berries. 1700's a nice clean number. That's all you can hope for. Let's go check our seed situation. How many am I sitting at right now? 490. Honestly, like, because I farmed so much prior to this, like, things could be a lot worse. 493 very spicy. That is very, very, very good. Plain sweets at 290, 291 plain bitters. We're gonna go ahead and do a bunch of, we'll do some cherries, but we'll probably do a lot of rosts and petchas, honestly, on this batch. I'm gonna go ahead and just start planting, get back to work. That's all you can do. This sucks. It is such a gut punch. What else am I going to do? Get back to work, get grinding. I lost a week's of progress. We'll get it back in a week. We'll double it in 2 weeks. We'll triple it in 3 weeks. We'll get back on the grind. We'll get back on the horse. We'll get ready for Shiny Wars. Let's go. In some bright news, you know, some positive news, I did Amulet Coin farm last night, which is honestly why it's so frustrating. I didn't check my berries. I was Amulet Coin farming. I was making progress on the accounts, and we did go from, I think, 1 or 2 Amulet Coins up to 15. So we are stocked up now. We lost some Poke-Yen from this, but we're stocked up on our Gym Reruns and Trainer runs for the next 15 days or so. So that's pretty damn good, man. Right, there's our new patch of berries done. I have a lot of video editing and exporting to go do. I'm gonna go do a ton of desk work, and I will probably see you guys in the next time I either harvest these berries. I doubt I'll see you with them when I water them, but I don't know. I'll see you guys when I see you. All right, well, here is step 1 towards reclaiming all of those lost Leppas. I did do a trainer rerun last night as well, and I set up a ton of breeds and did a lot of box cleaning. That is honestly the one thing I have had positive progress on. I'm still having positive progress on the Leppas. I'm just bummed that I missed that big haul, right? I missed that big harvest, right? It's still weighing on me, but all you can do is keep going, right? But I'm excited to show you guys the box progress that I have made. That I spent a fair bit of Poke-Yen. I spent like most of the money from my trainer rerun, if not even more than what I earned. I think I spent like probably 300 to 400k last night on breeds. I think I was at like 2.5, 2.6 mil. So yeah, somewhere around 300 to 400k. But I'm gonna pick all these berries, break them back down into seeds, and then I can't plant them quite yet. It's kind of the funny thing. It is 9:30 a.m. as I'm recording. If I plant these berries now, I'd have to wait 16 hours. I'm terrible at math. I have to like try to harvest them at like what, 3 a.m. or something like that. Like, it's just not, it's just 24 hours would be 9 a.m. minus 8 hours. Maybe 1:30, 2 a.m. Maybe I can just do that. It's like so close. 16-hour grow period is so awkward because if it takes you like 30 minutes to, you know, plant all your berries or whatever, maybe like 15 to 30 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes, right? You have to stay up like an extra 30 minutes past 16 hours, lose some sleep. Like, the 16-hour grow period is just genuinely so awkward. Even Leppas, I'm trying to think if it's because then if you go to sleep without, if you wake up, plant your 16-hour berries, go to sleep without picking them, they're all gonna die by morning. Like, that's so brutal. You have to plant them in the middle of the day. You cannot do it first thing in the morning, which I would heavily prefer. I talked about this on Street as a ramble now, but like, I really do wish, I mean, this is a, you know, selfish thing, but it's also kind of true. I wish that once the berries were grown, they just never wilted. And that's how it works in like most other MMO farming games from what I've played. That's how it is in old school RuneScape. The difficulty in old school RuneScape is keeping your plant alive and like you can like check on it every so often, and you have to like de-poison it sometimes. You can also like eventually pay NPCs to like watch your things, or as your farming skill goes up, there's like a less chance of it getting diseased, like things like that. But once the farming, once the thing is grown, whether it's herbs, a fruit tree, a hardwood tree, whatever it may be, once the thing is grown in old school RuneScape, it's grown. It can't ever like die or wilt. The timing of PokeMMO is really damn punishing, where you have to go pick everything or it's going to wilt and you will lose it all. All right, I finished harvesting all my berries. I'm a little scared that I won't have enough harvesting tools, but I got 312 Petchas, 260 Ross. We really focused on these. I only did 2 patches of cherries. I did far less cherries because this is a weird time where I actually had way more spices than others, so I just didn't even worry about those. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have quite enough harvesting tools. That is, once again, it is one of the craziest things, like how many of these we just obliterate the harvesting tools. Okay, that's that. Where's the rosts? Here we go. I'm gonna have to go buy some more for all the cherries, but that is going to bring our seed count up dramatically. I'm at 409 plain bitter, 432 plain sweet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a full batch of Leppas. My reasoning, it's the weekend. Today's Friday. There's no way. That's my fear, I guess, is messing up again. But I gotta just get back on the horse. I can't be afraid of messing up. I gotta just do it. We just lock in. We just commit to it, boys. My reasoning being is that since it's 9 a.m., you know, this is a 20-hour growth cycle. This actually makes more sense. Like in 25, I can water these in 9 hours, and then, or like even like 10 hours. Let me set a timer for 10 hours. I could water these in 10 hours, and then pick them, you know, in 24 hours. They wilt in 8 hours, so I can actually, these make sense to do within a 24-hour period. I could wake up tomorrow at 10 a.m. and pick these and it'll be fine. You know, these actually make sense, as opposed to the 16-hour berries are just not possible, you know. And yeah, I could warp my whole day around when I plant my berries, but I've got other things to do, respectfully, you know. And I love this game, but we got to just make the decisions that best fit for our life, like planting Leppas at 9 a.m. All right, there it is. I planted all Leppas in all patches, and I still have, you know, 276 plain sweets, 250 plain bitters, 330 spices. I have a good reserve left over to replant. I'm gonna go ahead and buy, once again, 350k. I'm probably gonna go ahead and spend another 700k on harvesting tools. This is where most of my Pokeyen goes right now. Oh, this hurts though. I'm not making Pokeyen fast enough once again, so gym reruns and trainer reruns will have to return on the daily. I did do all of that Amulet coin farming for a reason. I did a trainer rerun, like I said last night, from 15 coins down to 14. And I do want to quickly show you guys. I spent a lot of Pokemon breeds as well, and I made a lot of PC space progress. So let's first actually use our 2000 harvesting tools to harvest our cherry berries, because we will need these, of course. Boom, that is more stuff for the future. 42 very spices, hell yeah. And before I go out and live my Friday and record some more videos, do things like that, look at this. It's not, okay, to be fair, it's not as big of a breed haul as you would normally see, but this was done, I think, in about an hour or two. It probably took me about an hour or two last night to set all these up. And there are some more complicated breeds, and some breeds that will breed with others, so you can see, like, this needs to be paired with this Sudowoodo to the left. This Gabite, I think this Bagon needs to be paired. We have 2 Pokemon to be paired with Swablus. We have a lot of alpha breeds. We have an alpha Gabite breed that is paired with a 3x31 alpha Ditto. Like, that's a really big deal. Like, there are a lot of really big breeds here. I believe there is there an event? I thought there was an event specific alpha breed, but I don't actually think so. Having some more male fairy egg group breeders will be super nice. There's a lot of big breeds in this box, even though it does not look like it at first glance. The Rotom breeds, 3x31 Rotoms, is super important, and getting more of those built up. Some of this is pretty simple, but these are more alpha breeds than we would normally see. I think this is going to end up creating a 5x31 flying egg group breeder. We got double Talo 3x31, and then pairing with this 4x31 after. So we got a lot of progress to be made there. And what I think what's really nice is, I just wanted to release these. I'll show that in a quick sec. But what's really nice is, dude, look at my breeders box. This is what really made me feel like the progress was happening, because I need to level up all these baby mons and evolve them so that they can be consumed as resources. Anyways, but dude, like this. When did you last see my breeder's box be this empty? There's this almost is like fully empty. There's this box which has some empty spaces. This is even missing a space. Like, I haven't even moved stuff over. Let me actually go ahead and do that first. The problem is that I don't want to move I want to keep these here, because I don't know when I might need those, or I want to keep them separated. You can't just search for baby Pokemon in your boxes. So I need to keep them separated so I don't forget. That's like an extra thing that I have to do, an extra step before I can breed them. Let me do this over here. Right there. Okay. So yeah, we have 16 empty spaces in this box. You know, almost not a full box, but like 40 or so empty spaces there. We're making progress, boys. If I could get down a full box, that would just be the first time I've done that in months, you know, on this account. It would be so insane. So some real good PC cleaning space progress there, which will be required for the future of Shiny Wars once we get actually like into that event. Now, I did want to release these fellas. These all have 31 in Spatat. Like the Munchlats, I'd have to evolve. I'm evolving this just to make it a 31 Spatat, I think, monster egg group breeder. Like, I just don't really care enough about that. I have too many 31 Spatat plant egg group breeders. It's a little sad to delete these hidden ability access funguses, you know? Like, these are Pokemon that would really matter to another IronMan account. Be really, really important. A lot of these are just 31 Spatak. I just don't need this many 31 Spatakmons in these egg groups. I think these are safe to release. It's still arguable that I could keep all of them, but I'll never need this many 5x31 Spatak Pokemon. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. But I'll never need these. It's just too much. And for now, temporarily, maybe one day, if I'm not worried about Shiny Wars, I keep those, right? But with Shiny Wars coming up, I just need as much space as possible. I'm gonna be probably dumping. I'll probably be releasing stuff a lot more aggressively the closer and closer we get to actual Shiny War. All right, I was hard at work yesterday night. I did a gym rerun and a trainer rerun off stream, and I organized my boxes and did a ton of breeds. But today, we get to wake up bright and early. You can probably still hear my morning voice. It is fresh and drowsy. We have our Leppas, our full batch of Leppas, nothing wilted, nothing dead, to finally go ahead and harvest. This will be a big batch, fellas. We're starting at 1,700 Leppas. We've got our seeds over here. We'll get back to Petchas and Rosts and Cherries after this, of course, but I'm excited. This is getting back on the wagon, getting back on the horse, and re-earning all those Leppas we just lost. And just to show you guys, it's not a stuffed harvest. I'm getting 5 to 7 Leppas every single time. Oh, that feels so nice. All right, and here it is, the final pick. 5 more Leppas added to our stack. What are we looking at, do you think? We had 1,700 before. I think we get like 900. I'm going to guess like 2,600. 2,600 is my guess. Even more than that? 2637. Each Leppa haul is huge. That is now 26 hours, which I can shiny hunt with Leppas. That's what every 100 is about an hour. It might be about 120. To be fair, yeah, it might be closer to 120, but it's somewhere between 120 to 100 Leppas an hour. Oh, man. Oh, that is nice. It's not nearly as much as I need, obviously. Not nearly as much. The really messed up part, like if we do something like 12 hours a day times 30, you know, this is the real number of how many Leppas we need, which I'm scared to even calculate, times 100. We need something. Yep. I mean, but that's, I want to say it's achievable. Is it though? I'm hoping for somewhere between 30 to 40,000 Leppas. I think that's going to be the goal. Somewhere between 30 to 40,000. And you know what? While we're here, let's just go ahead and cover all those breeds that I did last night. And I do want to actually let some of them hatch and rebreed them. So let's get those started right now and have those pairings paired up. So, for example, look at all these spaces. Like this Starly right here, this needs to be paired with the Tailo. This Gastrodon or Shellos, this needs to be paired with, you know, these Pokemon to the left. Like there's a lot of pairings in here. This Bagon with the Salamander, the eventual Swablu, right? This with my Excadrill. I plan to make a 5x31 Excadrill today, right now. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This is very abnormal, but it'll actually make it easier for me today. I'm just going to go ahead and start with every single breed that has a pairing. So, for example, we're going to start with this. I want to make this breed female, like I labeled the Pokemon, thankfully, makes it significantly easier. And when I do this, I'll be able to make a 5x31 flying egg group Pokemon here with the Starly to the next of it. Now, next up, I got to cover this. I'm so excited for it. This is going to make my Alpha Excadrill 5x31. If I make this male, I can breed with my Alpha Excadrill. If you don't remember, the Alpha Excadrill is one of the rarest, most important Pokemon on the IronMan accounts. Not only do you only get one once per year, I believe it is the only way to get any hidden ability access Excadrill on the IronMan account, which is super, 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 super important. Mold Breaker is very powerful. I really need a Mold Breaker Excadrill for my PvP team that I specifically run, the Rain team. It really wants that build hilariously. And then on top of it, like, it's so powerful, it's so specific, it has the particle effect. Like, this is such a cool, it's a once a year thing, it has hidden ability access, it's useful, it's rare, it's pragmatic, it's useful, it's used in PvM, PvP. Like, this is one of the most, this might be the single most important raid Pokemon on the entire account. You know, it's so insane. So next up, we're gonna make this breed female so that I can pair up with our Bagon afterwards. I believe that should work well. All right, letting all those in the incubator immediately so we can go ahead and get those going. Want to make this female, 3x31 Wingull. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for subscribing, Jack. Make things. Appreciate that, man. Why not? And then after that, we have this over here, paired with Swablu. So we're going to make this one male. So there's going to be a male Swablu and a female Swablu. So it should be pretty easy to designate which one needs to belong to which Pokemon, even though there's two different Pokemon named paired with Swablu, which is kind of funny. Let's go ahead and next. I don't think that these need to be made for any pair up. So I could save these for a quick sec or just go through all of these breeds. Let me go through. Let's see. Most of these breeds are pretty chill. I guess here is a here's a 3x31 Rotom breed. That's pretty important. That's pretty cool. You don't see that every day. It's pretty difficult to get. Even 2x31 Rotoms take a lot of work and a lot of patience. Here's a 3x31, or sorry, 4x31 Chaos Age group Pokemon. I might want to check my boxes actually really quick to see. I might have actually already done that. Actually, I actually remember instinctively doing this last night. I do a lot of my breed setups at like midnight to 2 a.m. That's why I always have to like double check and go through things carefully, because it's possible I make a mistake. But so far I've done a pretty decent job, honestly. I'm surprised at how few mistakes I've made. A 3x31 humanoid age group breeder, that is perfect. Another 3x31 Rotom breed coming up. I don't know if that pairs with the other one. It probably doesn't, but we're slowly working our way up to like a 4x or a 5x31 Rotom, one of the most used Pokemon in PokeMMO and all the different PvP tiers. A 3x31 Bug age group Pokemon. Bug age group was one of the age groups that I looked through my boxes. I was going through each age group individually, and I realized the Bug age group might be like one of the most underbred ones in my boxes, at least recently. I had a fair bit of bug breeders that I hadn't utilized. Another 3x31 Bug age group Pokemon. A 3x31 Field age group Pokemon in HP, Attack, and Speed. I must remind you guys once again that each of these boxes represents about 600,000 Pokeyen spent. It is extremely expensive to set up all of these breeds, as well as obviously all the time and all the catch events that it took me to get all these Pokemon. For example, both of these Natus were from a Natu catch event, a 3x31 Flying age group breeder here. So all of that time gym rerunning to get the Pokeyen, all the time it takes to actually sort through my boxes and sort through my Pokemon, it takes about 2 to 3 hours per box just to set up all the breeds. And it's funny how consistent that generally ends up taking. But yeah, it's about 3 hours, I would say, per complete box like this, just going through my boxes and trying to find pairings and matchings and going through and searching by egg group and by IVs. It is so much tedious, you know, sorting, but it's like solving a puzzle. It's kind of like making a puzzle, which is, I think, I really enjoy sometimes. I wouldn't want to do it all the time on the account, but every so often, for that, I guess that midnight to 2 a.m. puzzle time is kind of perfect for me. And here is a crazy one, a 4x31, not only a field age group breed. What's really cool here, this is a field age group and a humanoid age group breed. Baniri being in both of those age groups is going to offer some really powerful versatility. And now this one, I do actually want to go ahead and go check my boxes really quick to see if it can pair with something and if I want to pay for a specific gender. The way that I would do that, for those who do not know, is I would just go over here. I think it was in Spatak. Let me go double check really quick. I think it was in Spatak, not Attack. Yeah, it is in the Spatak stat. So what I would do is I would first go check field. You want to search for 4x31 like this. You don't care about 5 times. You're looking for a match. Like, this is 5 times. I don't care about that. That's, ooh. Oh, can I finish my Eevee? I didn't even realize that. Oh my goodness. Should I make this male then? Like, I'm so glad I checked. Are you kidding me? I almost didn't even check. Does it have speed? I'll have to check to make sure it has speed. I think it does. Oh my god, I almost messed up. I almost totally messed up. Wow. I almost totally messed up. Is there a nature on this though? Serious. No, that's fine. I almost messed up and didn't make this male, but this absolutely should be male. We're gonna go through this breed, make it male. I'll have to remember to maybe nickname it pair with Eevee or nickname the Eevee. We can find that later. Honestly, that's one of those things we can find that pairing later on. That is okay. But just having it in the boxes, that is the first thing you have to kind of purposefully and intentionally do. Really glad I checked on that one. 2x31 humanoid age group. Now, I did actually do something very strange. I did a little bit of a catch event last night off camera. There was an impromptu catch event that was posted 8 hours before it happened. It was very, very like impromptu. There was a small poniard catch event on May 15th, 2026, like the record show. I went there and I caught a few poniards. I was pretty casual about it, but I did try my best and I caught a fair bit of. That's why I think I spent like 20 or so quick balls while there. Didn't get anything special, nothing worth submitting. So nothing super exciting, but I did end up with about 3 breeders from that event. And those breeders are just very simple poniards. There might even be some actually over here. Let's see if I can find them. I think maybe I just used them all in breeds already, which is kind of crazy. One of them got moved over here. Let's see. Let's see if this is actually the right. Let's see if it was caught. Yep, 515. There you go. So one of them is moved over there, and then the other 2 were already used as breeders. 1x31 humanoid age group Pokemon do not last a long time around here. That's a very, very good age group, and I often need more breeders for that. Now let's go to make this Snubbull male. I'm assuming there's a reason I did this. I bet you there is a pairing already ready to go, or I just have a bunch of it might be I just have a ton of female fairy age group Pokemon and not many males. This is a pretty exciting one. This Gabite, I've been meaning to make this female for a super long time. I've had this alpha Gabite for a long time, and I've not been able to. I don't have a single other alpha Garchomp, I don't think. This is going to make this one 4x31. It is double attacks, but that's fine. Garchomp needs both attacks. You want like Fire Blast or Draco Meteor often slotted in on this, even though it's typically a physical attacker. So having both is relevant. This is one of the few mons you'd probably want to make a 6x31. Now, making a 6x31 alpha Pokemon is a lot of resources, but I'd love to try to do that in the long run. We're going to leave all of our pairing mons. I might even actually just sort them around like this potentially. Let's like spread them out a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. All these mons have pairings hatching currently. Next up is this Hippo. We're going to make this female. Hippo's a pretty relevant Pokemon, as well as I bet you I just need more females of that egg group if I were to guess if I'm breeding it like that. And then next up, another alpha breed. Now this is a cool one. It's an event alpha, or my alpha Cubchoo. Keeping this female. I love Alpha Beartic with hidden ability access. He has 2 different really cool abilities. He's going to be 4x31. If this randomly rolls Adamant or Jolly, this would go bonkers. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a Luxury Ball, I think, just to remind myself. Do I have one? Yeah, they're like 600 yen. Just to remind myself that it is an event alpha, and I want to make sure I'm very, very careful and intentional about that. All right, but that's all of our eggs made. Now we're just waiting for those initial 8 to hatch, and we'll go ahead and pair those up with the better breeds in a sec. All right, my eggs did hatch. Let's go check them out really quick. I'm curious if like any of them could have hatched with like interesting natures that I care about. I'm not sure if that really matters here. Let's move the ones that I don't care about out of the way. Like the Rotom it's really cool, obviously. I do care about it, but not right now. This is going to be paired with, I believe, the Ekans. This is going to be paired with, I believe, the Starly. No. The Bagon over here. Will move these like so. The Snubbull had no pairing directly, if I recall, but it might have one in pretty quickly here. This might be able to be paired with that other, maybe another Alpha Eevee, or like some other Alpha. It's a 4x31. That's really, really nice, man. Let's see the other natures. I'm not seeing any relevant natures. Relaxed. Yeah, no relevant natures. That is okay. This goes here. Beautiful. Let's get all of these breeders. Oh no. I was like, wait a minute. I'm so dumb. This is Drowsy Petrowski. I already froze. Oh yeah, the Alpha Snubbull has no pairing. It's the main pairing. What are you talking about? It's the main. Wait. No, I didn't. Okay, well, I was so excited to have a 5x31 Excadrill today. Are you kidding me? Look what I did. I mean, in typical Petrowski fashion. God, did I miss something up, or did I just not look at the proper... Did I mess something up? I don't think so. I think I just must have not realized. As you can obviously tell, they have the exact same stats, so they cannot pair. They're missing 31 speed. Oh, man. Bummer. Well, you know what? That mistake lit a little bit of a fire under my butt, and I think I might be able to actually make up for it, okay? We've got this Nidorina and this Teddiursa. If I go ahead and breed these 2 together, I think I can get another 4x31 and then breed that with my Excadrill. So, we need to wait for more eggs to hatch, but I'm pretty sure I can actually fix this situation. HP Brace on the Nidorina, Defense Brace on the Teddiursa, like so. we want this to come out to male, so have to pay for that, obviously. Let's go ahead and do this. Pay for it to be male. It's going to be a Nidoran male. That'll be a field and monster egg group breeder, if I recall correctly. Yup, monster and field. Beautiful. I think that will pair with our Excadrill. I'm like, yeah, pretty certain. So, yeah, this should work. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. We can fix this. Usually, I would keep something like this as a monster egg group breeder is my only concern. Using it on a field egg group breeder is a little sad, but I told you I was making a 5x31 Excadrill today. I feel like I owe it to you guys. I gotta make, and I want to do it at this point too, you know? All right, on to our next two breeds. We have that Ekans breed, and I don't think, do I need to pay this for this? I should have checked. Do I need this to come out any specific gender? I'm actually not sure. 4x31 in the Dragon Egg Group Alpha. Like, that feels, I'm gonna do this breed first because that feels important. I feel like I should put more effort into what gender I want that to be. Now, 4x31 in the Water A Egg Group. I probably should check this gender too. The deeper you get into the IV pools like this, you need to check like your boxes and really take more time and be conscientious about the decisions you're making. So let's be smart and let's not pay for it later. Now, we have no alpha dragon Pokemon that are 4x31, so we have nothing to pair with it in that regard. I do, however, have this female Axew and this female Dratini that both need a good male breeder. So I'm going to make this male for the sake of making it male. I think that's totally fine. And then in the future, I can keep that in mind and always breed up a female purposefully. So we're going to make this male for the time being. I think that makes the most sense. Next up is checking for Water A and Flying. Not a whole lot for Water A. We have that same Dratini build, but this Dratini is modest. I didn't know if I want to make this a special attacking Dragonite on purpose or if I want this to be physical, because this would carry the special attack stat, but this one has the physical. So honestly, we might just go male again for that. But let's check the Flying Egg Group. I bet you there's something for the Flying Egg Group. I really went on a Flying Egg Group rampage at some point. I wonder if I could pair it with this. Ooh, wait, no, sorry, this is already gonna, no, this is already a 5x30. What are you talking about, PerTrouski? It's too early for you to be thinking you're critically thinking way too early. The sun's not even up, brother. All right, I have my decisions. The alpha is going to be a male. We're going to go ahead and get that breed going. That'll cost 5k Poke, and that is okay. And then this is just going to randomly roll. I have nothing to pair up with this specifically. This is just going to be a 4x31 breed like this. Yep, that's going to be random. And then our Nidoran male did hatch. I wonder if I should fill all these really. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and fill those eggs or those incubators really quick. Our Nidoran did hatch. This is our pairing with our what's it called? Our Excadrill, our Drillbur, eventual Excadrill. So I'm excited to see how that looks. And this looks absolutely stunning. It is crucial to make this female 5x31 alpha hidden ability access particle effect Drillbur coming up, fellas. Let's put this sucker in a luxury ball. It deserves the luxury for being such a unique Pokemon. If we randomly roll Adamant or Jolly Nature, I might scream like a little girl. I'd be so fucking excited and happy. We'll have to just see though and be patient. Next up is our Swablu and Bagon breed. I don't know if I need this to come out as a specific gender. I don't think I do. I'm going to go ahead and just let this randomly roll, I believe. I could make it, was the other, I don't want special, the other dragon was special attack. You know what? Let me actually, I should double check this. It might need a gender. Now, there seems to be nothing once again, but I still would rather this come out male because I'm sure there are going to be plenty of female Dragon Egg Group breeders that I want to specifically keep their species of in the future. So I'm going to go male on this one. And then we just have a nice, simple 5x31 Flying Egg Group breeder, which represents, obviously, many hours of trainer reruns, gym reruns, catch events, etc. And we want to go ahead and always make this male since it is a 5x31. You're really just hoping for the nature roll here, or even to just randomly roll nature or try to like gamble on other breeds. It's kind of weird to have this many 5x31s at a certain point, but it's also kind of sick and kind of a cool flex on the iron. All right, but there's 8 more eggs hatched. I'm actually going to go ahead and just save the rest because we have no more pairings to do. I'm going to save the rest of these eggs to hatch on stream on Monday. So I will see you guys then, and we'll see what nature our Excadrill comes out as. All right, we are grinding on the IronMan today. As always, fellas, I already did my gym rerun, so I did make some Pokeon. I'm hatching the last bit of my eggs right now, and I also am going ahead and harvesting a berry patch. I did do a chill patch, a scuffed berry farming patch of cherries, petchos, and rosts. Our Leppa stack is still growing, of course. I don't know if I'll be doing Leppas tomorrow or just doing more of these sustaining berries, but I'll see you guys with this berry haul after I'm done actually harvesting everything. Wait, did you just breed that, Voiceless, or did you see that? Voiceless just typed in my Twitch chat a 5x31 Jolly Drillbur. The stream doesn't know this, but the IronMan video knows this. I randomly nature rolled. I bred a no way. That would be the best nature out of all 32 natures possible. There's no way. No! I did it again! I randomly rolled the best nature on the most important alpha Pokemon on the account. Are you fucking kidding me? That just saved me so much. That is insane. That just saved me so much time. Holy guacamole, boys. That's Petilil's luck. That's disgusting. That was a random nature roll on a 5x31 alpha Excadrill breed. You only get one of these per year. Oh, why Jolly over Adamant? Usually in PvP you prefer Jolly, generally, but it can depend. In PVM you would want Adamant, but I wanted to use if you want to use it for both, the speed is better. That is insane. That just saved me so much Pokeyen, so much time, so many breeders. That is a really, really big deal. Let's see if anything else like randomly rolled. This rolling, no shot. This is also an event only alpha. It's not as important. It's not as important as Excadrill, but this is an event only alpha that also rolled Adamant on the 4x31. Now I can breed it with a 5x31, Everstone the nature, and keep that. That's also huge. What is happening? Petilil's luck, Petilil's luck. How do I put the little, oh yeah, here, star. I try to star my event ones. This is disgusting. This is insane. This happened with the alpha Tyranitar breed as well. And if I ever want to make it a 6x31, it's pretty easy to do it now. Confirm, yeah, imagine I accidentally release. That would be my nightmare, dude. Any other nature rolls that really matter? This is kind of not bad. Timid on this. Could be modest, could be relevant. But that's the big ones are, that's insane. That's a really big deal, both of these. That's really, 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 yeah. Stop making the fact that you're a secret dev so obvious, Petilil's. I know, my luck is just so good. This is insane. This is one of the luckiest things that could happen on the account, man. That's really crazy. All right, I'm about to do trade rerun number 14 on the account, which is pretty cool. But first, I did want to go ahead and do a berry haul. I ended up with 244 cherries, 270 patches, and only 186 Ross. I slipped on some Ross a little bit. So I will crush these down into seeds off camera here in a quick sec. I'm going from like 1900 harvesters, probably down to what is it, like -600 or -700 or so harvesters. It's going to get us a ton more seeds, though. And I'll probably do one more batch of 16-hour berries and then do Leppas the next day. Even I just like staying ahead. I'd rather have too many seeds than too little, right? Because then they could actually run into a sustainability issue of just the main berries, of the Petchas, the Ross, the cherries. So we're going to do this. We're going to have our seeds. I'm going to plant berries in like 3 or 4 hours or so, a few hours or so. And then go and do my trainer rerun right now. All right, it is once again time to plant some berries on our IronMan account. Once again, I have to think about the actual timing of it. I'm planting at 2 p.m. instead of when I picked, because if I planted them when I picked, then it would overlap and they would die overnight while I was sleeping. So now we're gonna go ahead and plant mostly Ross and Petchas today, probably some cherries as well. I hyper prioritized cherries for so long that I actually have enough very spices. I think actually we might do about half and half, like half Petchas and Ross and half we'll do mostly, yeah, Petchas and Ross today, I think, again, and then we'll do some Leppa berries tomorrow. All right, I went ahead and harvested my berries. Didn't want to bore you guys with the before clip, but now we have the after. I only got 80 cherry berries from this, 309 Petchas and 321 Ross. So that's a lot there, and that'll allow us to do a ton of Leppa berries tomorrow, most likely. We could also lean into doing some cherries and getting I was up on spices, but now after doing this, I should have plenty. I'm also gonna be very, very low on extractors here in a quick sec. 791. I just blow through these. Once again, 1,000 of these extractors, 1,000 of these, which is, you know, less than 2 berry harvest, it's 350k. Like this is, dude, it's expensive. I have to do my gym rerun and my trainer rerun every day just to break even on harvesting tools. They're super, super expensive. But that ends us up with 469 very spicy seeds, and then 485 plain bitter and 549 plain sweet. Those are the 3 seeds that really matter. We'll definitely be doing a batch of Leppas probably later today. Probably, you know, it's a 20-hour time period, so if I plant them at noon, they'll be ready at 8 a.m. I might be able to plant them now. I could maybe plant them now. I might just go ahead and do that. It'll be a full batch. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with the harvest. I think that's honestly totally fine. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Alrighty, fellas, the Gligar catch event will begin in 6 minutes. I think we have our strategies on screen in that bottom middle section. We're going to be false swiping, sporing, and then dust balling when it's nighttime, the Gligars. I'm going to go ahead and look for my first encounter here using a synchronized Pokemon for the first encounter. But then after that, this is going to be a really difficult catch event, dude. Everything is like false swipe plus spore plus ultra or dust ball. And then Starmie is false swipe, spore, dust ball, and then it's still only 67% catch rate, which is insane. Someone else just got Suicune in chat. Congratulations. There is a chance that I get Suicune on the IronMan account in this event, and if I do, I'm absolutely going to take the time to just go ahead and catch it, because that's the last roaming legendary I need on the entire account. That would be insane. That would be so sick. That would be all roaming legendaries caught and completed on the IronMan account. To passively get it during a catch event would just be poetic. I'm gonna go ahead and look for a Glider. I can hold off on I can run from this Graveler. These Gravelers will have self-destruct as well, so please make sure to bring a damp Pokemon and be safe about your Graveler catches. But I will see you guys with the first catch and any important catches. Let's go ahead and jump into things. Which I still need on the IronMan account 1,200 reward points to be able to get the 30 donator status that I arguably need / really want, right, before Shiny Wars. I need 1,200 RP still, and we're running out of time. We have about 2 months potentially. Alrighty, fellas, the catch event has officially began. Let's go ahead and do our first catch. Hopefully with this Dream Ball, it might not catch on this. If it stays asleep, we'll throw another Dream Ball. We have to wait about 15 IRL minutes. Thankfully, that caught beautifully. We'll have to wait about 15 IRL minutes until it's nighttime. 46. I mean, it's better than something like a 120 or whatever. That's interesting. Will that place in the events? Definitely not, right? But it's unique. You gotta appreciate those above average or below average catch wherever possible in an event, because most catch events you're just going to catch Pokemon between like 60 and 130 total score. That's your average event, you know, it's the average person. You gotta just hope for those out of the norm situations. Let's go on to Gligar catch number 2. I will see us with anything super interesting. 2x31s and then the total mons. I'll probably release things as we go though. Keep those boxes clean right now is really important. All right, very average catch event for me. I don't think I got anything super interesting. My highest catch was a 137 Gligar, which ends up being, I think it's a 142. You know, which is that's what you expect on average for events, right? It makes sense. And then my lowest was a 37 plus 5, is like a 42 or whatever. So very average event for me. I'm happy to get myself some breeders. I think I ended up with, let's see how many 1x31s and, you know, breeders we ended up with. That's what's important on the IronMan accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breeders. Pretty happy with that. We'll go ahead and take my wins on that. Honestly, it's good because I don't have to dedicate too much PC space as well. Good luck to anybody. I'll see you guys with catch event results here in 2 minutes or 2 to 10 minutes. All right, fellas, we are back with catch event results just in time. Spoilers. 4th place was up here. Where was this at? Oh man, sorry, I lost it, guys. Fuck it, we do it live. 4th place was 19. Where was it at? Oh, come on. The timing on this is awful. Apologies. Drum rolls. Here we go. All right. 4th place. Yace Divin with a score of 19. Congrats on the catch, dude. 3rd place with a score of 170. What a cool name. Zigulation? It's a cool name. A score of 170. 170 for 3rd place is pretty high, man. 2nd place was... Is that supposed to be like vodka sauce? That's awesome. Vodka, I'll just say vodka sauce. It's obviously intended. Vodka sauce, 172. One of the best pasta sauces, of course. And then 1st place, Lorenzo L with 177. Congratulations, guys. And good luck to everybody in the next catch event. Those are pretty high results for an event like this, where the catches were pretty tough. A lot more people showed up to this than I expected, which is like awesome to see. But yeah, oh, here's the winner, dude. Right here, man. You deserve it, man. You deserve it, man. Congratulations to Lorenzo on the W, dude. Good morning. It is always a good day on the IronMan account when we have Leppas to harvest. I will see you guys with the haul. We are starting at 2,600 Leppas. All right, all of the Leppas have been picked. It is time to see how many we ended up with. 3,583 Leppa berries now. That is over 35 hours of shiny hunting potentially during war. All right, fellas, we are amulet coin farming today over on the IronMan account. And I almost want to test, I've never done this, but I almost want to test like fossil farming over here and see if it is worth to go ahead and fossil farm while I do this. The problem is if I wanted to do that, I don't know if I easily could. I'd have to frisk. Maybe if I had like the Dusclops, I could give up the Parasect in my inventory and just put a Dusclops frisk here and just hope that if I encounter a shiny, I just Master Ball it and just commit to that. But that's kind of tough, honestly. I could teach. That's true. I could sweet scent, but I don't have any space left. I like this. I could sweet scent the Parasect and PV match it, but I like the HMs that it has. It's tough. My inventory is very, very full of this. We're gonna just stick to amulet coin farming today. I think I'm down to 6 or 7 amulet coins. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Amulet coin fair a fair bit. We have a catch event today in about 4 hours. Very long stream today. We already did our gym run and made some Pokeyen. We picked our Leppa berries obviously off stream. We're gonna get a lot of progress today. So I'm gonna amulet coin farm where I can. Hopefully get that stack up to like 10 to 15 or so. A great frisk to start. Hell yeah. And then ideally go fossil farm for quite a bit. If I'm built up to it, I'd love to do the Hoa Refight potentially. And then that catch event is later today at like 6 p.m. ET. So let's make a lot of progress today during a 7-hour long stream. All right, here's an alpha catch on the IronMan account, a male Noctowl. Always happy to have flying A group breeders, especially males like this in the alpha category. Now it's 3 times 31 in both attack and spatak, but I will take a 3 times 31 any day of the week, especially one in 27. This is a pretty good catch. Pretty good catch. 20, even if it was just 31 attack, 31 defense, you know, ignore this stat. 27 plus in both HP and speed. This is a good catch. That's a good catch. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go do the Hoa Refight. Not something I've done in a very, very long time, but I've gone back and forth. Is it worth to stock up on legendary lures for shiny wars? I actually don't know. They don't help like that much, but it also doesn't take that long. I think it's a fun thing. I don't know if it's like efficient to try to stock up on legendary lures for shiny wars, but I think I'm okay with trying to stock up a few of them for fun. I think that's kind of where I'm at. That's my current goal. So we're gonna go do it for a little bit of, it's good prep, it's fine preparation, and it's fun. That's our reasoning today. Okay, that was actually a very close fight. I only am left with my Rotom. I barely beat that. It's been a long time. I followed the instructions, but it was still almost a little scary, to be honest with you. I did end up with 10 rainbow kills. You can do this fight once a week, I believe. 10 rainbow kills and 3 legendary lures. This is a decent Pokeyen. If you want to spend like, if you can do it fast enough, doing this like 10 to 15 minutes on a main account is good Pokeyen. I think it's like 80k or so. It's not like a ton, but it's like within like 10 minutes. It's like really, really, really good, honestly. Once you build the team, right? On the IronMan account, 3 legendary lures. How good will that be? Once again, I don't know. It's more so for the fun of it, I think. It'll be more fun than like efficient, but it's a cool thing to do in like 10 minutes. All right, and there is amulet coin number 15. That was actually my goal, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and just stop there. Really good day for progress. The catch event is in about 1 hour, so we're getting closer and closer to that. I got 15 amulet coins. We're sitting at over 325 fossils. I'm about to go fossil farm more. 2.8 million Pokemon. We did get some legendary lures today, so money was made today. We farmed amulet coins to make more money, and now we have just fossil farming to do. We caught an alpha. Fossil farming until the catch event starts in about 1 hour and 8 minutes. Alrighty, fellas, it is almost time for the catch event. It's in about 8 minutes, and I'm going to be quick balling the entire event. Petilil, Vulpix, and Cottonee are all quick ballable, and then Chimecho is a bit of a nightmare of a catch, so I'm just going to be running from those to save myself some time. I know I've been trying to not quick ball events wherever possible. This is an event where quick balling it is going to be so much significantly easier and make it a better time than if I wasn't quick balling. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Previously, if I can false my Pokeball, it's ideal, but this is an event that I think it's worth to do. I've planned all day around this, so I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I think having some good luck for this event, I'm hopeful it could happen. We can lead Calm Synchronize, which is the +3 bonus for this event. We're gonna head over to Unova. We're gonna go over to Abundant Shrine, and I will see you guys with the first catch of the event in about 7 or so minutes. Alright, fellas, the catch event has officially begun. I prepped my Petilil catch. Here is my very first catch of the event. Wish me luck. I'm feeling a little lucky today. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna be streaming for like 7 hours by the time it's over. I'm excited. Let's see what our first catch is. Calm. That's fine. Absolutely normal. Average. That's okay. I'll see you guys with the 173 that I'm gonna catch today. Manifesting it true and real. Oh, is that good? Oh, Cottony's -6. I almost just. Oh, I'm feeling good this event though, dude. That's a 151 plus it. That's a 157 is very high. It's not gonna place in the event because it's -6 because of the Cottony species. Oh, I just got really excited though. Oh my goodness, it's 160, 157 -6, 151. It's only a 154 post the calm nature. It's only a 154. That is overall that's never gonna place, but it got my heart rate up for a sec. It's all you can hope for, honestly. If you even get that oh, if it wasn't -6, it would have been like a 161, 160, which still wouldn't have placed on, if I'm being honest with you. But all you can hope for is the excitement like that. That was a cool catch to see happen, man. This was back to back with the other Cottony. Not exactly, you know, a 160, but 2x31 breeder. What the fuck? Wow. My luck is high this event. I'm feeling, come on, this be a 170 Petilil. Just say screw it. I'm feeling pretty lucky today, fellas. Another 2x30. The luck is good. I'm another breeder. We are 12 minutes into the event. I've caught a 154 and two 2x31 breeders. Come on, this has got to be my event. I'm getting so, come on, the luck is high, man. I'm manifesting, bro. We're 12 minutes and we got a lot of time. Quick ball on this sucker right now. No fucking way, dude. It's a Cottony, so it's -6, but another, and it's Adam, it's neutral. Another 150 plus Cottony. This catch, there's only 9 minutes left now, so my odds are dwindling, but I have placed in 2 catch events with last minute 30-second left catches, so I'm not giving up. This is 27 plus in 5 out of 6 stats. So close, boys. We're so gonna push it the above average event, worst case scenario. Alrighty, fellas, the catch event has come to a close. I guess I'm gonna submit, but if I'm being honest, I'm mostly just doing it because why not, I guess. I don't know, there's a chance of me winning. My highest catch is a 154. Is that 154 Cottony? I got another good one that was like 151 or whatever. My lowest catch is that I kept was like a 50 minus like a 44. Not even close. Was not my event. I still got, once again, I don't want to complain too much. Very above average event. Multiple 2x31 breeders. Tons of items. Honestly, a lot of 1x31s. Quick balling was definitely the play for this event, and I'm glad I spent the Poke-Yen to do it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go whisper my entry over to a staff member, but I will probably just see you guys with the results in a little bit and see who did take the W in this event. Alrighty, fellas, catch event results are coming in. 4th place was won by Sir, I like the name, Sir Claus, with a score of 16. Congratulations, a very, very low catch. That is even lower than average. Usually you see about 18 to 20 point overall for 4th place. 16 is a really phenomenal catch. With that -6 point score, it makes it as well. We had a few people in chat. We had someone with a 24. We had someone with a 30. We had a few people in chat with some low catches today, man. Congratulations to Sir Claus. Very cool name, over with 4th place. 3rd is a 1. Oh, I see this name. Toad, that's you? I see this name in game all the time. I see PWCC all over the game. Did I see you grinding, man? That's a name I recognize in like the overworld. A 3rd place score of 170. That is a high. I submitted my 154 just in case. The odds of it placing are like sub 1, it's like 0.5%, very low, but I try to submit anything that's like a 150 or above, so you know what, it was still worth the time. Caught with 5 minutes left too, Toad. Congratulations, man. 2nd place, 172, Finnegan. Look at these good names, man. Finnegan, 172. Congratulations, man. I like the name. And then 1st place, they're still drum rolling. The winner, Mr. Granola said, the winner of this exquisite, elegant event is ... They're stalling for content. Oh, it's an Iron Man. Oh, what? Joe JCX, the Iron Man. I gotta give him a GZ. An Iron Man won 1st place. JCX, the Iron Man, with a 174 with only 7 minutes left in the event. That is why you don't give up. It's why you keep catching, dude. That's like the 2nd, other than me, you know, placing, 2nd best is winning, seeing an Iron Man get 1st place. That might even be better. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool, man. GZ Iron Man win. That's beautiful, dude. Also the staff, like, is that the Iron Man gang? Like, dude, all the Iron Men GGing the other Iron Man. I love the like communal support and love there. That's beautiful, man. Congratulations to you, man. JCX, congrats. So much love to you, dude. Fucking hell yeah, dude. All right, that is our catch event done with for today, fellas. Good luck next event, and thanks to everyone for participating as always. Alrighty, fellas, we are back on the Ironman for the first time on a post little beach weekend vacation. It feels nice to be back. We are doing a Staryu catch event on a Tuesday morning, just jumping into things. That was my first catch. We're already 4 minutes into the event. I've only seen one Staryu so far. There are no species bonuses, no nature bonuses. This is just whoever catches the best Staryu wins a shiny Staryu, which is an insane prize, as well as 1,000 RP, of course. I really want the 1,000 RP as an Iron Man, but I would not complain about a shiny Staryu with 3x31. What's also nuts is that a 3x31 shiny Staryu would cost like 20 million Pokeyen to breed, because breeding a shiny Staryu is really expensive, as you have to buy shiny Dittos or other Staryus, but Staryus are really expensive as well. So someone also just got a secret shiny. I love catch events, dude. This is why it's so cool. Someone also just got a secret shiny Staryu fresh from the event. This is why you show up to catch events, fellas. Oh my goodness, secret shiny. Also, like, if he wants to, I would love for him to keep this. It's an amazing shiny, but he wants to sell it. That's going to be disgusting Pokeyen, because if you want to get secret shiny on a Staryu, you have to either buy a secret shiny Staryu to breed yours with, right? Or a Ditto. Let's go see. Is there even a secret shiny Staryu? There's not a single secret shiny Staryu on the market. If you wanted to make your Staryu secret shiny, it would cost 26 million Pokeyen for the first breed. Yeah, expensive stuff. So congrats to that guy. That's amazing. That's awesome, dude. We're gonna keep catch. This is Staryu number 2. We'll stick around to see if the catch is any good. Let's see. Not gonna be a whole lot of catches in the event. I still am false swipe quick balling to save my Iron Man account some Pokeyen wherever I can. Nothing right home about. So that's the second Staryu catch. We're gonna keep going. We have 55 minutes left, of course. Alrighty, fellas, a pretty chill catch event for me overall. I ended up with my highest Staryu being a 133. We kept it for shits and giggles, and my lowest being a 39. So that's not bad, but pretty average catch event overall. Someone got a 2 overall score, and that's insane. That will be in the stream recap. Check it out. But that's my catch event as an Ironman account. I got a few breeders, but as Staryu breeders, they're not as valuable as normal breeders potentially. I'm gonna go ahead and honestly release these. I released a lot of Staryus as the event went on as well, so that's why the boxes are obviously so clean. This is kind of nice to keep my box spaces honestly so clean after an event like this. I can breed some of these together and clean up space immediately. But I will see you guys with the catch event results. Alrighty, fellas, catch event results are coming in for the Staryu catch event. In 4th place, as expected, with a total score of 2 points. And a catch that will probably sell for tens of millions of Pokeyen to a collector is BZ Physical, with his insane 1 HP and 1 speed Staryu, and then zeros and everything else. Absolutely batshit. Congratulations to you, man. That is insane to be one of the coolest catches to see like live on stream like that. That is so fucking cool, man. Cold Snap, thank you for the prime. I see you, man. And then oh, I'm skipping ahead. 3rd place with a 166. Got him nuts. No way people are doing these nuts jokes in their usernames, but no way people are winning catch events to do these nuts jokes. There's no way. I can't believe it. Congratulations, got him nuts. A light congratulations to you on 3rd place with a score of 166. 2nd place with a score of 167 is Ziri PT. Cool name. Congratulations to him on 2nd place. And then 1st place, the winner of the shiny Staryu, the winner of 1,000 RP is FEP. Congratulations to you, FEP, on your shiny 3x31 insanely statted Staryu, plus 1,000 free RP. Congratulations to you, gamer. Thanks to everybody who obviously participated in these. I love doing catch events on stream. A lot of fun to get together as a community, and good luck in future catch events, fellas. All right, we have saved up to 3.3 million or so Pokeyen. We have how many berry harvesters? Might not have that many, honestly. I can't spell. That would help if I could actually spell words. 400 is we'll have to buy more berry harvesters today. I'm gonna go do that now, but we have to get back into. I stopped berry farming while I was on my little mini vacation. We're gonna jump back into it. We're gonna spend another 700k on harvesting tools. Boom, just like that, the Pokeon stack is getting depleted. We have 2,500 harvesters. Am I doing let's go check our seeds, our seed count, little update. Am I doing Leppas today? I do not think so. I don't think so. I think I'm doing back into a batch of Petchas, Rost, and cherry berries, especially focusing on cherries today. Let's go ahead and do our basic batch, and I'll see you guys in 16 hours when they're ready to harvest. All right, quick little post-stream clip on that same day. Pretty short stream, still made some good progress. Did the catch event, started my berry farming back up post-vacation, but I didn't do any money making. We're down to 2.5 mil after spending a bunch on the berry harvesters. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some off-stream money making. I think keeping things like gym runs and train reruns, if I can, off of stream is ideal. It's not the most exciting content, but at the same time, that eats up a lot more of my time in life, and I try to keep a decent balance with this game, even though I'm now at 1,888 hours, which looks super clean on the IronMan account. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a gym run so I can do my gym run as well tomorrow morning. It's currently 6 p.m, so if I do it now, I can do it tomorrow at like noon when I start stream and keep the pattern flowing and keep, you know, don't lose track of my gym run timer. And then maybe I'll end up doing a trainer rerun after this as well. You'll probably be able to tell based on my cash stack in tomorrow morning's clip, but I'll see you then. Something kind of nuts to factor in as well is that this is gym rerun number 132. I'm going to change my Typhlosion here in a quick second, and that means that 132 hours on the account, 132 hours out of the 1,888 hours, right, is all gym reruns. Just a wild statistic to keep in mind. Alrighty, good morning. I'll be going live here in a quick sec. Actually, probably doing a lot of fossil farming today, I think is going to be the goal. But for now, we have our berries to pick. I do have to pick these before I start stream. Otherwise, they will start degrading. So I will see you guys with that haul. I don't think I had any cherry berries. Yeah, no cherry berries, no Rosts, no Petchas. Well, 2 Rosts, I guess, heading into this harvest. All right, time for the berry reveal. 383 cherries and then 150 or so of Petchas and Rosts. Really stocked up on berry harvesters, which feels pretty good right now. Going to go ahead and consume a fair bit of them, though. With this, we are now down to 1,783 harvesters. We could consume like 700 per batch, man. It's pretty nuts. But then obviously our seeds do go up. Our very spicy count went up less than I expected. Wow. That was kind of shocking. I didn't expect that to, I mean, I guess I did a lot of cherries, but okay. I still want to do plain sweets. We're at 472, plain bitters 392, 431. I still want to do another prep batch or 2. But I'm not doing Leppas yet. I don't feel comfortable to do Leppas. I feel like I still need a ton more seeds. So we're gonna be planting those in a few hours. If I planted now, it would fuck up the time zone. You guys know that. I will see you guys much later once we're starting stream and planting berries again. Alrighty, fellas, I just freed myself from 3 hours of fossil farming. Here is our quick little fossil check. We are almost-ish at 400. We're currently at about 385, I think. We're at about 388, maybe like 390-ish. About 388, 390 total fossils on the IronMan account. I'm going to take a quick break from all that fossil farming jail to head over and plant some berries. It's about 2 p.m., which we're going to try to do it at. I am going to be planting a... we are doing a prep batch today, so just Petchas, Rosts, Spices. Yeah, I'm not doing Leppas yet. I want to do Leppas at like 600-ish is probably the number I start doing Leppas again. All right, fellas, quick little sorry, my thing bugged for a sec. Quick little alpha Raichu catch on the IronMan. Already went ahead and caught it, so here's the stats. 2 times 31 in attack and speed for a fairy and field egg breeder. I'll happily take that on the always happy for more alpha breeders, man. And I have been setting up a few breeds on stream today, just kind of casually and chilling. We are thinking about and talking about, like, the further I get and the closer we get to Shiny Wars, in the final month of Shiny War, do I want to start keeping some breeds? The problem is it's not worth to keep any breeds that aren't rare shinies. Shiny War, the way that official war works is decides on the species, right? Not the encounter method. So if I get a shiny Poochyena out of an egg, that's only like 1 point. It's not actually like a rare edge shiny point, and that's not really worth it, really. So I do have to factor that in. I'm gonna prepare some eggs. I don't think I'll be preparing that many eggs, you know. I could be wrong, but 20 points for a pooch egg? I don't think so. I could be wrong, Raffer. I don't think it's method. I think it's for official war. I could be wrong. I believe it's like the species decides the point total. So it's just tough. It's just tough. Any egg? Wait, really? Any egg is 20 points or it's oh, wait, I didn't even know that. During official war, it could be any species. It's still 20 points. I didn't know. Wait, okay. Wait, that's actually really important for the IronMan account. I did not know that. I did not know that. It does actually matter for egg method specifically. That's such a niche. Thank you to the actual like official IronMan War gamers from last year. I didn't know that. That's really, really cool. Okay. That changes things. But I still want to clear. I'll show my spaces. My boxes are pretty clean right now. And I do want to clean them as much as possible prior to war to have as much space. But at a certain point, you have to think about keeping your breeds and keeping them stocked for Shine War. That's a really big deal if I can like stock about eggs like that. So like right now I have these prepped. That's interesting. That might change things. I think when I'm 1 month away, I'll probably start saving eggs. Maybe 2 weeks to the closest. But I think for now, I'm still worried about space. I think space, because I can always catch more dittos, like heading into like before. I think for now, maybe like, I think the final 2 weeks probably. The final 2 to 3 weeks will be like where we start stocking up on eggs. But right now, I'm just worried about space. I still need way more space for war. I'm really curious to see how many shinies we actually get. That'll be fun. That'll be like coolest. Like the amount of shinies I have just go up like crazy over a full month, right? But anyways, I'm yabbing at this point. I'm gonna keep the progress flowing. We're setting up some breeds. We're making some space. We got some fossils today. We keep going. Okay, the real question. This is like actually, should I keep any alpha breeds until war starting now? That legitimately might be worth it. That's actually like, ooh. Like starting to stock up on alpha breeds now is legit interesting. Damn. Musharna is good for Meloetta raid if you plan on doing it. Like hidden ability Musharna. Don't tell me I should keep this for the hidden ability access for a raid. I might that it's male. Oh no. Hidden ability is useless. Okay. Whew, okay, that's good. Okay. Like this breed might get kept, which is crazy, but it's obviously worth it. That's really interesting. I might start stocking up on the alpha eggs. That'll be, yeah. Okay, this is a fun little progress checkpoint. Someone asked how many 5x31s do you have now on the IronMan account, and I don't know. I haven't counted or checked in a long time. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and see. In one box over here, I've got 6. Now these are not ready to use. Most of them are breeders. None of them are ready to use. They're all breeders, I believe. But that is nuts. 5x31 breeders. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If you count legendaries, 20, if not 18. That's insane. Like that, the first 5x31 I bred was so like, oh, also I'm sorry, the Charizard up here, that's well, if you got the okay, I didn't even see these. The Moltres and the Charizard also kind of count. I missed those are the 2 I missed. Yeah, so 22 if you count legendaries. If you don't count legendaries, 19. It's come a long way, man. The first 5 times was like insane. Like, it was such a big deal, as it rightfully was. It's just like the accounts come a really long way, dude. Good morning, my name's IronPetrowski, and did I just record a few different berry clips with my mic muted? Yeah, don't ask me about it. It's okay, it's not a big deal. I just did my berry haul. I harvested everything. I got a bunch of seeds. I didn't do everything quite yet. We still have our Petra berries to break down, so we'll break those down. It is a Thursday morning for a berry farmer. Let's go ahead and take these raw, break these down as well. We went from about, I think it was 1,800 or so, something like that, around their harvesting tools, now down to 1K. It's just, once again, it's insane how fast we break down those. And now our seed counts, we are up to almost 556 very spicy seeds, 531 plain sweeting, 477 plain bitter. So we're a little low on rosts. That's the only thing, but we can obviously regrow those. Today will be a Leppa berry harvest, I believe. It's going to go ahead and plant those later on, though. Actually, you know what? Planning the Leppas before stream might be better because I actually have an early morning tomorrow on Friday. I won't be on stream. I have some things to do IRL, so that's actually a perfect time to go ahead and encourage myself to wake up early, get my butt in the flow of things, and just pick these Leppa berries tomorrow. So let's just go ahead and get that going now. These will be done at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be waking up by like 8 or 9 a.m. essentially to pick these. One full batch of Leppas coming up. All right, fellas, I'm trying something a little different on the IronMan account. I'm doing a trainer rerun after my gym rerun. I started today. I did my gym rerun. Now I'm doing the trainer rerun. And I'm going to try to... I have about 9 baby Pokemon in my boxes that were breeds that I need to level up and evolve so I can actually use them as breeders once again. So I'm going to try to level up this Pichu. And I have like 9 other Mons or 8 other Mons like this. I'm going to try to passively do those during my trainer rerun. I don't know if that will... how well that will work, but let's just see it. I probably should be doing this a little bit more with my gym runs potentially as well, but I don't do a whole lot of XP training these days, so I haven't had a chance to like passively do it. Let's go ahead and try. They need happiness, but the happiness can be gained from levels, and I try to take them to if you take Mons like this to Gary Oak's sister in Kanto, you can raise their happiness from like 19% up to 49% once per day. I'm gonna jump into my trainer rerun. We are getting our we're gonna end today with like 3.35 3.4 potentially million Pokeyen. Pretty happy with that. In typical Iron Man fashion, we simply catch our alpha spawn the turn after it goes, didn't it? Because we are forever lucky. I will take a 2x31 breeder with 25 plus and all the other physical stats all day on a mineral egg group Pokemon. Sure, not a whole lot of mineral egg group Pokemon in general, but they sometimes are needed. I always love alphas, more Shalfa chances, especially in Shiny War. I'm trying to prep up and keep some breeds right now. Actually, looking forward to Shiny War. Like Shalfa eggs are going to be crazy. I'm going to try to start saving those now. Normal eggs I'm not saving quite yet, of course, but the Shalfa eggs we are already prepping. Alrighty, fellas, we have a few box things to do on the IronMan account really quick and some breeds to go ahead and do so I can clear up some PC space and obviously work up my Pokemon as always. First things first, I'm actually going to release these Pokemon. There's a few things here and a few reasons why. I need as much PC space, obviously, as possible heading into war. Each PC space represents another chance at a rare, shiny, or a fossil that I could pop or something in that regard. Lilligant / Petilil is a female-only species, so I just don't need a Petilil with 31 attack. I could keep it for the speed IV, and I've thought about it, and maybe I should even, but I don't need a 5x31 Lilligant anytime soon. I'm happy to go ahead and release this for the time being. The 31 attack one is just irrelevant. I don't need a 31 attack Lilligant. And then I have these Ghastlies that I kept for the longest time that I can never turn into Gengars. They can only be Ghastlies or Hunters. I can't trade evolve them. And they are timid and like 20 plus. You know, they're pretty solid, but I just don't have a use for Haunters with these stats. I'd rather just breed up a better one, I think, from scratch and do that. Maybe I'll keep one of them, honestly. I could keep one. Maybe I want an NU Haunter. I'm convincing myself to keep Pokemon. Oh no. Nah, we're gonna release them for the time being, boys. I think it's worth it and just breed up a better one from scratch in the future. We do have this Starmie. This is a sad one to see go, man. This Starmie. I've had it since about a month or so into the account. It's EV trained. It was mild and then 28 attack and speed. It's a solid PVM like storyline Starmie, or it was. I don't need that in my boxes anymore. It has no use. It is time to release these. And in releasing these, I have cleared up an entire breeder's box for the first time in I don't know how long. Now, I'm about to fill it up again when I do these breeds, but dude, we're actually making PC space. 1 2 3 4 5. I could actually move a lot of these over. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm down to 6 boxes. Like, that's insane. I haven't been, that's a big deal, man. And I'm gonna try to keep up on that. But first things first, or second things second, we do have some breeds. Now, I am not doing any alpha breeds today. All the alphas I'm going to start stocking up and keeping, heading into Shiny War wherever I can. Let's go ahead and start our breeds, fellas. Okay, first things first. These have no gender preference. We're going attack 31, attack 31, split def. Boom, easy breed. Plant, egg group breeder, plant and fairy. Good egg groups. Plant and fairy, egg group breeder. Next up. Field egg group, 2x31, simple, easy peasy. 2x31 field egg group breeder, nothing super special. Next up, Gligar, bug egg group breeder, 2x31, nothing special. I mean, aside from the 20,000 Pokeyen per breed, it costs 20k per breed to do these. Next up, 2x31 mineral egg group, HP and speed. Nothing super special there. Just breeding, consuming spaces, consuming Pokeyen, consuming ingredients. Moving on. Some Petilil breeds. I'm going to start doing some of these Petilil breeds. Wait, what was the breed on that? What was the IVs? Hold up. Was that a waste? I don't know. Whatever. We're kind of cooking. Next up. Wait, these are wastes. Why did I set? I always say I set up my breeds. Wait, these are absolute wastes of breeds. This is not worth it. I'm just going to release neither of these. It is not worth to breed. I just released a Petilil with 31 attack and speed. Why am I breeding a new one? What was 2 a.m. Pat cooking? Okay, whatever. We move on. We move on. Next up, Staryu breeds. 2x31 Staryus. I'm always down for more 5x31 Star Me's. That is fine. We breed those. We're reaching the point where, like, I am reaching the point of the account where, like, it is more worth to release things and not waste the Pokeyen on a breed. Like, the Pokeyen's kind of more valuable for, like, berries and stuff. Next up, a 3x31 humanoid A group breed with a Ponyard. Could come out either gender. I don't have much of a preference there on that. Next up, a 4x31 casual 4x31 chaos A group breed. Did that need a specific gender? I don't know. We just rolled it. Who cares? We keep going. Next up, we do have some Pokemon that need specific genders, like this Numel that I want to go ahead and make male. And then I'm going to pair this Spoink with the Hippopotamus to the side of it. I love Hippo. Very cool Pokemon. Kind of difficult to get some good IV Hippos, so happy to have that there. Next up, making this 4x31 Pidgey male. I think if I do this, I might be able to have a 5x31 flying A group breeder on my hands. Is probably why I'm doing that. Next up, 5x31. Now, this is a cool one. Dude, the IronMan accounts come so far. A 5x31 male field A group Pokemon that I will then pair up with the Eevee to the left of it, making a 5x31 Eevee. That'll be cool. Next up, don't need a gender here. Just 2x31 in the flying egg group. Nothing super special. Easy peasy breed. Always good. Used up a Ditto there, trying to consume more spots. Next up, a 4x31. This is the pairing to the male one. A female 4x31 flying egg group Pokemon should be able to pair with the other flying egg group mon and create a 5x31 flying egg group breeder. Next up, berry and plant egg group make female. I'm going to listen to PerTrouski. 2 a.m. PerTrouski sometimes cooks good, sometimes cooks bad. I'm going to trust him. We're pairing with this Oddish to make a 5x31, I believe, or 4x breeder afterwards. We'll have to see. Next up, Lileep. I really want a good Lileep. This one I brought up with decent stats. It's very expensive to breed Lileeps, sadly. They are 21,000 Pokeyen to keep it female, which is kind of unfortunate, but I want a really good Lileep, so it's kind of worth it for the time being. That's a big cost, but I want to have a good fossil Pokemon of these things. And then this should be a breeder, I believe. Make female. No, sorry. I think I have very few Water C. The Water C A group is a niche, or Water B. Excuse me, I'm all over the place. Water B A group, not a whole lot of breeders there. Magikarp's your most common breeder there. I think I have in my boxes right now like 1 billion male Magikarps, but like 0 females in the Water B species. So we're gonna move on from that. And then I think with that out of the way, I'm gonna pair the breeds when they come up. I'm not touching. I could make these alphas now, because you want to make sure you make these when there's already 8 eggs in your incubator. The reason I'm not going to is because there's a really good chance that I accidentally just click fill incubator and then like fill. I don't want to worry about prepping eggs like this until we're at least like 1 month away from Shiny War, maybe 2 weeks. We have to wait for the event to actually be officially announced at the very least. Okay, so that is our IronMan breeds for the day. That's going to give me a lot more space to create some more breeds and get more space in my boxes. Okay, I genuinely wasted 1 breeder, ends 20k on this Petilil. I don't know. That was 2 a.m. PerTrouski not cooking. Do not let him cook. 31 attack, 31. Like this Spadef is cool, but like this is just irrelevant. I am just going to. I only need 1 Petilil because I literally can't use the Petilils to breed each other up. So like, I'm gonna keep this 31 speed Petilil, and that's it. That's the only one that I'll ever need. These can just be released. So that was a dumb breed, but I'm honestly shocked more breed mistakes don't happen on the IronMan account. I should be wasting shit way more. I should be making way more mistakes. So we take that. We'll take it, boys. We're waiting for those eggs. We have some eggs that have hatched. Let's see any like relevant. A lot of these were just like simple ones. That rolled jolly. That's kind of cool on the Ponyard, but not super relevant at 3 times 31. We're waiting for the pairings of these 3 Pokemon to go ahead and hatch. Okay, speaking of breeding mistakes, what was 2 a.m. Trouski cooking? Why did I breed a 5 times 31 Baneri and was like, oh yeah, that should pair with the Eevee? No, a 4 times. If it had nature, sure, but this should be a 4 times pair. What was I thinking? These should not pair together. That'd be a waste of an IV. We're gonna get rid of this. Another 2 a.m. Trouski was cooking something. It was something. I was cooking I don't know what it was, but it was something. We're gonna move this over here. Okay, I did get these correct though. The Oddish and the Spoink and Hippo can get bred, as well as I set up that Staryu. The Staryus pair together as well, so I could go ahead and do that. I'm just trying to get PC space cleaned. Let me get these. We'll do these and the Staryu in a quick sec. All right, I'm ready for these. Kinda sober. Great name. Okay. Staryu breed 3 times 31. Always happy to get more Staryus. Very relevant Pokemon. You can do multiple different Starmie builds and such. Next up, the Oddish. Now, do I need this to be male or female? I should check really quick. Ooh, the same with both of these. Well, the Hippo, I want to be female. I want a good Hippo. So this I'm going to keep female. It's just missing Spadef. And it could high roll Spadef. That'd be high roll Spadef or like a good nature roll would be super, super lucky. I'm going to make that female. The Rose, I'm going to check in live time really quick what I need. So I would just do, is it Spatak? I assume it's Spatak stats. Let's see. No, it's physical. So we're going to check usually what you would do on the IronMan account to check this is 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. Required matching 4. And then go plant. It's a 4 times 31, right? Not a 5 times, or is it a 5 times? It's a 4 times breed. Okay. So you would search minimum required for plants. Boom, boom, boom. Here is a 5 times. Could this one? I think this one is it everything but speed? Yes. So this one could pair. So I could go male and pair it with this Oddish, which is probably what we do. Perfect. Beautiful. So I'm gonna move this Oddish over here. Your breeds can turn into more breeds and more breeds and more breeds. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this male. I think that's right. Yep. Beautiful. We're gonna pair that with the Oddish. We could have did Fairy as well, to be fair, actually. Let's do that really quick to see if we made a mistake. Perfect. Afterwards, this is both Fairy and plant. We didn't make a mistake, thankfully, so we'll take those. Okay, wait, I'm doing a bunch of like little mini breeds here and there. I just realized actually what a big deal it is. Oh no, but this is Spatak. I was like, oh, it's kind of a big deal this rolled Adamant, but actually no. I am, however, gonna go ahead and do this Hippo breed. I think I can make a 5 times 31 Hippo, which Hippo is like a tough Pokemon to get good IVs for. Spadef here, speed here. Speed on the Hippo. 5 times 31. That's a cool Pokemon to have a 5 times of, man. 5 times 31 Hippo coming up. We've also got the plant breed. Same things, but def and speed. We need 2 of those actually. But def and speed. Now, do I need this to come out? The plant one. The Hippo, I want to be a Hippo. The plant one. Do I have another? Let's check our boxes really quick to see. But it's 5 times. So at that point, we'll just double check. Let's do, is it physical plant? Actually, let me double check. It's physical, right? So physical plant 5 times. We would go boom, 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 boom. Plant. And then just search for this, I think. I guess the gender could matter. We could do 4 times. Timid, but it's male. It's relevant. That's irrelevant. So let's check 4 times as well, just in case. It could be, it won't be fairy as well. It's just going to be oddish. It's just plant. I think we just make this male because it'll be a breeder for something one day, but not right now. I think that's the strat. So we make the Hippo female, make the Oddish male. Boom, boom. The luckiest thing in the world would now be if this rolls a good nature. And a good nature for this is probably going to be like relaxed, plus some sort of sassy. Let's check PvP stats really quick. I'm wondering for PVM and PvP, but Hippo's a cool Pokemon, man. Sets Sand. Is it in UU right now? Where is it at? Hippo. Not a huge UU player. Impish. Impish is one of the best stats. Impish, careful. I would take Impish, any of these. Impish, careful, relaxed, calm, sassy. Even like brave or adamant. There's a lot of natures that can work on this, honestly. So even like brave or adamant, I'd be happy with. But let's go ahead and see. Make it female. You breed it up one day in the future if we need to. And then this, we want to make male for a breeder one day. We're doing just casual 5 times 31, 5 times 31, 5 times 31. Like that's calm. Oh, calm would be bad. Wait a minute, that's minus attack. That sounds awful. Never mind. Calm would be bad. Not calm. Not anything but calm. All right. More eggs, man. More big breeds. Dude, we have another 5 times 31 breed coming up. It is insane how far the IronMan has come in terms of breeding progress. If I do this breed and make this a female, then I can pair this Magikarp with it afterwards, making a 5 times 31 water B, which I don't have a whole lot of those breeders, aside from carps and stuff. Breed, and I'm happy to do that. I'm so down. And then I could eventually make this Basculin like a male on the final breed and make it as a breeder for whatever I need it to be. I need more water C. I've noticed like this Lileep is water C. That was the first like Pokemon that was a lot of the fossil mons are water C. I don't have a whole lot of water seed breeders, so we'll have to farm that at some point. But that's like post Shiny War activities, to be honest. Oh my god, did the hippo, I think I saw it. Did the hippo roll? Did the hippo roll? I mean, okay, there was a lot of natures it could have rolled to be. Dude, sassy is I'm happy with. To be fair, it could have rolled a fair bit of things and be usable, but that's quite cool. That is not really relevant, but sure, I'll take it. 5 times 31 Oddish, 5 times 31 Hippo. I will say, I just realized I think Hippo is a mon that needs egg moves. No, it doesn't. I lied. Just kidding. Who cares? No egg moves needed. 5 times 31 Hippo on the IronMan account. Hell yeah. That's with nature. This is ready to be EV trained up. That feels fucking, that's sick. Oh, that's so sick. Yes, my Starmie needs nature. You're right. I wouldn't put bold on, but it's like almost arguable though. I prefer like impish, you know, but like that's not a bad, it's a good call. I can't, this is not a flying Pokemon. What am I'm cooked. Anyways, we have the Basculin cooking. Do I have a pair for this Pidgey? We are getting breeds today, man. We are actually like making really, really good progress. This whole box is empty as hell, which is awesome. Let's clean things up a bit now. Good morning. I just woke up, and any morning is a good morning when you have Leppa berries to harvest. Let's go ahead and check our count beforehand. 3,583, and I will see you guys after we pick them all. All right, there is the final 7 Leppas. Let's go check our count. Usually get around like 900 to 1,000 per patch. And yup, there it is. 4,500 Leppas. That represents, I think, if my math is correct, I think it's like 45 hours of shiny hunting. I think it's like, that's like really, really good, actually. I mean, it's not nearly enough. I want to get like, the goal was 30,000, but I think with the time that I have left until Shiny War, obviously it hasn't been officially announced yet. That's the big thing. I'll be happy if I end up with like 10,000 more. I think that's honestly my goal at this point, which is really tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. I think I'm not going to reach like pretty much any of my preparation goals, unfortunately, on the IronMan account. But that doesn't mean we stop. That doesn't mean we stop. It means we keep going. I think it's just tough. We just didn't know how much everything would be. We didn't know how much an IronMan would have to prepare. We didn't know how long it would take. This is the first year I'm doing all this stuff, or anybody's doing all this stuff. It's uncharted territories, it's uncharted waters. I'm glad we have the mysterious balls. I think that makes me feel a lot better due to the lack of fossils. Like only having 400 fossils so far, I'm not happy with. I'm just straight up not, you know, but it is what it is. The Leppas, that's what I want to focus on fully and just keep working on it. What's up, Blessed Violet? Okay, this guy knows what's up. All right, quick little face cam off stream clip. These are rare, but what's up? I want to give you guys a quick update on what we're doing today on the IronMan account. I will be doing a catch event. It takes place in about 20 or so minutes. There will be Shinx, Abra, Bidoof, and Starly up to catch. Nature bonuses are Adamant +3 and Naughty +2. I don't know exact strategies yet. I will calculate those in a quick second. There is a shiny Shinx up for grabs here, so we have a chance for that shiny Shinx. But more importantly, I just want the RP, heading into Shiny War. That's the most important thing right now. So any placements for reward points are going to be crucial with only about a month left to prepare, and I'm still only at 300 RP. It'll be a miracle at this point if I can pull together 1,500 to get the 30-day dono, but it's also going to put me at such a disadvantage to not have this as an IronMan. But we're going to do our best and jump into action today. Alrighty, fellas, I've been going back and forth. Should I quick ball this event? Should I not? Yes, I've been trying to save Pokeyen on the IronMan account and stack up a bit more and take them more responsibly, all that jazz, right? But I think this is an event. We're running out of time. We only have about a month left or so, most likely a month and a half or so. Obviously, we don't know for sure. It's not scheduled, but about a month and a half or so until this event is here. Oh, so we're on a Nest Ball. That's not a bad shout. So this spot... Okay. Shout out, who was that? Damphy in chat reminded me. Nest balls are goated. If the Pokemon here are low enough level, we can Nest Ball. I have Nest Balls already stocked up. I don't have to spend the Pokeyen. Route 203, you just saved me about 120,000 Pokeyen. Damphy, unironically, just saved me about half a gym rerun. That is actually... I already have the Nest Balls. That's going to be so nice. That's going to be so nice. Strats for the event are above me if you're interested. We are going to be doing the synchronized Nest Ball strats. We're going to head over to the east of Jubilife City. I will see you guys with our first catch here in about 5 minutes and hopefully see how many people are at the event. Let's see, channel 1 swap to channel 6. It'll probably be a decently popular event. Should I go up here? Probably loop around. Good luck to anybody participating today. I'll see you guys with a good catch. All right, fellas, the catch event has officially begun. I will be nest balling the entire event. I'm actually going to move the strats at a different spot so you guys can see better. Here is our first catch, though, fellas. Wish me luck and good luck to everybody participating in this event. Should be a pretty competitive one. 2 p.m. Friday event. A nothing first catch, but that is okay. Thanks for becoming a cool duder. Zabuna, I look at all these people over here, though. Gaming bros. Good luck. Back-to-back Shinx. I will take it. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Nothing for the event, but a 2x31 breeder. Always happy with that. We'll always... I've been getting really lucky on 2x31s in catch events recently, man. Would you rather get a shiny here or win the event for RP? That is a fantastic question. And I have a pretty hard answer. Win the event for RP. Fuck the shiny. I don't care about wild shiny. I don't care about even... I would give up the shiny Shinx for more RP. I just want to get RP to get a donor status to help me out during Shiny War. That is... My life in Pokemon right now revolves around Shiny War. Revolves around preparing for it. And I'm still... It pains me. It makes me frustrated. I was saying earlier that I am underprepared still, and I am not close to where I wanted to be, and it makes me angry and sad, but at the same time, I'm doing something literally no one's ever done before. No one has ever been an Iron Man, aside from maybe some people. I don't even know if there are any, maybe less than 5. I don't know of any Iron Man also trying to do Shiny Wars this year. I think there might be some, but I can't imagine it's that many. We're doing something this year that nobody's ever done in the history of PokeMMO. So... Am I frustrated that I didn't hit my goals? Yes. At the same time, they were arbitrary goals that I tried to just kind of calculate and set. And it is, you know, we're doing something unprecedented. So I think I probably should be a little more leeway about that and just put in the hours and grind during the event itself, which I'm very excited for the war itself to start. Another 2 times. Dude, I'm getting like 2x31 breeders every single catch event. I'm not placing in events, but I can't be mad about that. Like that's so lucky, man. Alrighty, fellas, the catch event is over. It is time to see what our highest and lowest catch that we kept were. Let's see this Shinx. That's 143 plus 3 for it being a Shinx 146. That's an above average catch, but it is nothing worth submitting, nothing to write home about. And then our lowest catch, we had a 30 for sure, but I think I might have released it because it just wasn't low enough. Yeah, we had a 30, but I released it. So we had a 30 and a 146. Not bad. I would call that like slightly above average, maybe a slightly above average event. Good 2x31 breeders, and we're gonna wait for the catch event results in 10 minutes. While we're waiting for those results, I'm gonna go plant new berries, not Leppas today. We have our new counts. We have 4,500 Leppas and then seed counts. I like arguably could plant more Leppas actually, but I'm gonna play it safe. I'd rather over prep. We're gonna go for, it's 3 p.m. We're gonna go for some Rost cherry berries and Petchas, you know, a setup batch today. Alright, fellas, I was setting up some breeds over on the IronMan account. We ended up catching a bunch more 1x31 Pokemon than I like 6 different Starlies here, and then all of these We caught like 23 1 times 31 or higher breeders in that event, so a lot of good breeders to sort through there. But more importantly, we do have catch event results. In 4th place with a score of 13 points, Elliot Schmeliot. That is a banger username. Congratulations on 4th place. In 3rd place with a 169, the Fox Runner. In 2nd place with a 170, Blotchy. I think I saw that person in chat hoping they were gonna get 1st place off the 170. Congrats on 2nd place, man. And then 1st place, the winner of the event with the golden shiny Shinx with the IGN of Sorry Mods, which is a banger name. 173 points. Congratulations to you, man. No Ironman winners, I think, today. Hopefully in the future. We got to just keep going, keep grinding. But congrats to everybody who did play. These catch events have been a lot of fun to keep track of, and congratulate the winners on during the Ironman. One of my favorite things about the Ironman has been the catch event community like element. So I'm gonna get back to breeding on the Ironman account. We're getting some work in there when I can, and I will probably see you guys on Monday or some random clips here and there. It is Sunday morning. My alarm went off. I woke up and I knew it was time to berry farm. My alarm went off last night before bed, and I knew it was time to berry farm. My alarm goes off throughout my life, and I know it's time to berry farm. My life right now revolves around berry farming within a virtual niche Pokemon MMO. We still have about a month and a half until Shiny Wars, boys, but the berry farming existentialism is kicking in. Here's the final berry being picked. It is time to go crush them all. And for that, I'm going to need more harvesting tools, a fair bit more of them. I'm going to have to drop 700,000 more Pokeyen on these harvesting tools. I'm down to about 300 to 400 or so. This is always worth it, but it is tough to see the Pokeyen stat go down. Back down close to that 2 million mark. I've been a little bit lazy. I wanted to, excuse me for trying to take a weekend. I wanted to take a weekend and not gym rerun and trainer rerun and grind, you know, multiple hours a day, 6 hours a day in PokeMMO, and the Ironman account progress is suffering from that. I know I'm complaining a lot today. It's just one of those days. I should tell people not every single day in PokeMMO is beautiful. You don't have to love the game every day. You don't have to love the grind every day. Sometimes it is like going to the gym. You know, you don't want to go to the gym every day, but you care about the results. You care about being healthy. Usually once you're there, you feel a lot better afterwards or during. It's still something that is worth doing. It is okay to not enjoy something every single day, to still care about long incremental progress and overarching goals that you have in life. And I think PokeMMO teaches us that in like the most, you know, safe, like the most, what's it called, easy way possible, to be honest with you. So there are the Cherry Berries destroyed. Let's do the same for the Petchas and Rosts, of course. I also did do a batch of berry farming off camera, so there has been a little bit of progress like this, you know, but it's the same things you guys have seen a fair bit. So now we are up to 511 plain bitter seeds. That's really good. 531 plain sweets and 583 very spicy. I'm probably still going to, I'm thinking if I want to farm Leppas today or just Petchas and Rosts and cherries again. I might do one more day of cherries, Ross, and Petchas, and then farm Leppas like multiple days in a row next week during the weekdays, as today is Sunday morning. That'll make the next few streams be like pretty exciting for Leppa harvest is. I think that could be a lot of fun. But if we're doing Petchas, Ross, and cherries, I can't plant for another 4 hours or so, 4 to 6 hours. So I will see you guys in a bit. Good morning. It is Monday morning. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm feeling ready and excited to actually take on the week and start picking my berries. Let's go ahead and do that. Less existential today, so that's always a good sign. I did do a gym run and a trainer run off camera last night, trying to get my Pokeyen stat back up after spending so much on those berry harvesters. I did also catch one alpha and alpha Apom. But because I did my Jimmy run so late last night, I actually can't do one this morning. I probably still will end up doing a trainer rerun and then probably some amulet coin farming today after, but all of that will be on stream. All right, here is the last berry. Let's go ahead and see our haul. Didn't we just hit 311? 311 cherry berries again, 183 Ross, 187 Petchas. Pretty similar haul, I think, to previous times. I should have some harvesters on me. Okay, those Jimmy runs and trainer runs stocked me back up more than I realized, which is honestly exciting. So we'll go ahead and harvest these, crush these up. The big number there is, what is it, 80 something? 89 very spicy. It's not that many, honestly. That's the main number that matters there. Then here is our Petchas. I just bought these harvesters go so fast, man. I just bought 2,000 of these. I just spent 700k on these, and I'm already down to half of that. I'm already down to 1,000. You know, that's, oh geez. Anyways, My seed count, however, is doing very, very well, dude. 672 very spicy, 623 plain sweets, and 586 plain bitter. We can definitely plant Leppas for the next 2, maybe 3 days. We'll have to see on that. I could probably at least do 2 days in a row, which is very cool in my opinion. Recently, I've been feeling really down about my Ironman progress, and I have to just keep reminding myself I am doing something, and a lot of other Ironmen this year in 2026 are doing something that no one else has done before. This has not existed in the history of PokeMMO. I think I keep comparing the Ironman account to main account progress, and that's just insanity. That's just not how you should do things. That's the whole point of the Ironman account. I mean, I guess I do want to be up there with the main accounts, but I'm at that disadvantage. I have to bring myself back to reality and remind myself. And obviously I never want to get an ego, and thankfully I don't think I have that problem. I think I kind of have the opposite of a problem where I get too down on myself and I'm too hard on myself for the lack of progress. But I think it's good to remind myself that this is a first time journey for so many people, and this is a first time journey for myself in this kind of PokeMMO account. And there's not many first time journeys that I have left in PokeMMO. That's why it's so special. You know, we've never had ever a shiny war with IronMan participating. This will be the first one ever this upcoming year, and that is a really big deal, and it is really special. So I've got to just give myself a little bit more patience, because I've been so hard on myself to where I'm feeling so down about it, because I've got to just lock in, get the hours done. I'm excited for shiny war to start. It's funny, we're still a month and a half away probably. We don't, obviously has not been officially announced yet. It'll most likely happen in mid-July. That's when it's happened in the previous 2 years, but we don't know for sure. But it's just, I got to just take it step by step. I've been really hard on myself recently. I've been feeling really down about my progress, but that's okay. You know, it's one of those things. We're just learning still. We're trying to figure things out, and we're doing things. Like, if I really think about it, like, obviously there's just not that many people playing Ironman accounts, but if I think about it, like, I'm in the top, that's my alarm going off for berries, of course it is. I'm in the top, like, 5% or top 1% of Ironman accounts. Like, how many people have 1,900 hours played on an Ironman account, you know? It can't be that many. It can't be that many, and that's, I've got to give myself some respect for that. I'm bad at that, but we're gonna work on that a little bit, and just be hopeful heading into shiny war. I'm feeling really good. I have my Leppa count going almost 5k. That'll be pretty cool. We'll get to 10k before the event most likely. But I gotta do these little spiels and these little rambles because it's such an important part of PokeMMO. PokeMMO is such a mental game. It's an endurance game. And if you don't get your mind under control, if you feel bad about yourself, feel down on yourself, you're not gonna, that's also gonna impact your progress. It's kind of like a snowballing effect. If you are feeling down on yourself, it can make you have worse PokeMMO progress. So this is also the case in life, right? And then you kind of just have worse progress because you're feeling down on yourself, and then feeling down on yourself hurts your progress even more. You aren't working as much, blah, blah, blah. It just kind of spirals and loops, and you have to just snap yourself back to reality as best as you possibly can and remind yourself that you are doing the best you can. You are doing some cool shit. Or even if you're not doing cool shit, even if you aren't making good progress and blah, 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 that can all change tomorrow. It's all about just putting in the work and putting in the time. And thankfully, here on this channel, I believe we do that. Alrighty, fellas, we are finishing up planting a full batch of Leppas. We do not get to do this every day in PokeMMO. It's always exciting. We should have, I think, like 2 to 3 batches. I think we'll be able to do full Leppas for like 2 to 3 days, which is very exciting. And that'll be cool. So I'm going to harvest these tomorrow morning is when I'll see you guys with that. So for now, we just water and grow. Hello? All right, we just got our alpha Persian catch on the Ironman account, 2x31 in attack and speed, but on a male field egg group Pokemon. Always happy to have breeders like that. And we did do our trainer rerun as well today. We've planted our Leppas. We did our trainer run. We do have to go Amulet Coin farm. I have gotten a lot lower on Amulet Coins recently, down to only 4 because I've been running gyms and trainers so much. So it is time to go stock back up on that. Another alpha caught on the Ironman today. It's been we've not seen a whole lot of alpha spawns during streams. Seeing 2 in one day, like within like a few hours, was really cool today. A male alpha Yanmega bug egg breeder, mixed attacks, not ideal, but obviously any alpha is always good on the Ironman account, especially as breeders heading into shiny war. Alpha breeds, very low odds of me getting a Shalfa during war. I mean, the odds are so unbelievably minuscule, but any chances you can give yourself as an Ironman account is fucking crucial. Dude, this is so real. Tabard was asking, like, do you plan to take a break from your Ironman account, like, post-Shiny War? And I mean, I just plan to take a break from PokeMMO post-Shiny War, at least, like, a 1 week. Nothing crazy. I love the game, obviously, but that's usually what I do during big events or big grind periods, is, like, grind really hard and take about a week or so break. I am excited for, like, post-Shiny War because there is event season coming up. But, right? But I've already prepared for event season on my IronMan account. Because I prepared for event season so much last year, Tabar was just saying, I feel like literally ever since like Halloween last year, you've been grinding nonstop. And I kind of have been. It's been a lot, and I'm excited for a nice break, right? But at the same time, I'm allowed, there's the instinct of I should be stressed heading into event season, but I'm just good. I mean, I'm just prepared. So like that's gonna allow me, because I prepared so much last year, it's going to allow me to get back to guides. And I have worked more on money making guides between event season ending and Shiny War. Hopefully you guys have seen that, and I have worked a lot more on guides in between that period. But now that we're getting closer to Shiny War, I have pulled back again from guides and mostly focused on my Ironman account and progress and content until Shiny War is over. Then once Shiny War is over, I can get back to challenge runs, guides, more variety of content. But when it comes to doing Shiny War, I have game goals that sometimes distract from my content, and doing Shiny War as an Ironman account is one of them. I would do better as a creator if I just didn't do this goal and I just pumped out guides and made, you know, the bet, blah blah blah. But like I love the game, and I love the challenge, and I'm excited. I have to have that balance and that mix of game goals and content goals. And Shiny War will be a lot, and I'm excited for it, but I'm also excited for it to be over already. It's still like so far. Then it'll allow me to, it'll open me up to be able to do more challenges and do more variety of content, all these things, when I have less of a time crunch. I will not have the same time crunch this year during event season that I did last year, because I'm already prepared on the iron, and that is really, really nice and relieving. It's a good example of how like hard work pays off in PokeMMO, and how like your first event season year and your first time doing all these is really stressful, and it gets easier and easier each year. The more time and effort you put into PokeMMO, the easier and easier, the more rewards you'll stock up year in and year out. Dude, I grinded today from 4 Amulet Coins now up until 20. I'm pretty happy with that, man. I actually locked in and did a lot of, I bit the bullet. I hate Amulet Coin farming. I got it done. I'm happy with that, man. I'm very happy with that. I think that's where we can go ahead and call it today. I might do some chill fossil farming off stream, but that's probably our good progress for today. And I'll be picking up Leppas tomorrow. Good Pokeyen stack. Good. Our Everstone stacks have grown a little bit. Might do some fossil farming today off camera. But thanks for watching today, fellas. Good morning, berry farmers. It is time for a Leppa harvest. You love to see it. I think we're at 4,500. I keep checking. I've checked this number so many times. We're at 4,500 or so Leppas. Let's pick all these bad boys and see where we end up. And we do have an alpha Seviper catch after this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that before stream or during stream. We'll just get to that dragon alpha egg group catch here in a quick sec. First things first, berry time. But 900 to 1,000 Leppas being 9 to 10 hours of added Leppa shunting is crazy. Like, that is a lot. Obviously, we have to factor that in every single harvest. Oof, all right, I turned 20 alpha. That was a pretty difficult catch in certain ways. We were able to control the fight for most of it, though. And 2x31 in attack and defense, 24-30 is a fine alpha catch. The fact that it's male does make it a fair bit better. So, pretty happy with that Seviper catch. That'll probably be a crucial Pokemon to set up some breeds before Shiny Wars. Okay, this is a cool milestone, though. 400, over 400 Everstones on the Ironman account. Getting 500 was once seen as a tier 3 goal, and I do want to do that. And once I reach 500, I might sell like half of them and take the Pokeyen. They're 2k a piece. Hardstones, 156. Quick Claws and Hearts I can also sell if I need the Pokeyen. Right now, I'm doing fine. I like to avoid it if possible. They're cool collection stacks, but this is like a gym rerun sitting here. It's like 212k, you know? There's tons of stuff there. Well, another day, another Leppa harvest. Dude, this has been feeling really good to do Leppas like multiple days in a row. I probably could squeeze one more day, but then I wouldn't really have enough seeds to really be able to regrow stuff. So we're not going to do that, of course, but we're going to pick our Leppas, go up about 900 to 1,000 more, 10 more hours of Leppa berry shunting is the way to think about it, right? And then I'll plant some Petchas and cherries and the sustainability berries in a few hours today. All right, and here's our final berry being picked. We started at 5,400-ish and ended around 6,400-ish. So it's like 950 berries or so per harvest. Pretty darn good if you ask me. Definitely very happy with that. And I will be trying to plant more berries here in a quick sec. But more importantly, I think it might finally be time to upgrade my dumb old ragged Gym Rerun team, the double Typhlosion strategy. I've stuck to this strategy for a very long time because it's just comfy to me, and I know it's something that I can do every single day and just turn my brain off and get some good Poke-Yen. But when it comes to Shiny Wars, I need to be making more Poke-Yen and saving myself that time. The efficiency is starting to matter. And I want to see if I can do a pretty brain dead strat and learn that pretty well and still make some good Poke-Yen at the same time. That's going to be the goal. So I'm going to start by doing a breed here, and I'm going to show you guys the overall plan. You see, my plan is to make the 7 Hells Gym Rerun team. This was created by Dave the Babe and heavily inspired by Firebox. There's even an amazing graph on the spreadsheet where I'm learning this strategy, and I've gone over this strategy in the past, but never really built the team on my IronMan account, where you can see here the amount of gyms that these runs can do and the differences. I know that I've been very behind on Gym Reruns. I've been critiqued on it openly in the PokeMMO community. I get asked almost every day, PerTrouski, why do you do the double Typhlosion strat? And my answer has always been, it's just comfy to me. And I think that's valid. I think it's valid. I think it's something that I still recommend to new players, but I usually recommend to other players to upgrade and don't do what I do. I like this strategy because it's something that it's chill. I can do 365 days a year, but I think it's finally time to upgrade it to 7 Hells and see if I still feel comfortable doing that, you know, trying something out a little bit more. And I have done things like 6 pillars. I've learned some of the best Gym Rerun strats in the game on my main account. I've done 6 pillars. I've done Tempest Explosion and speedrun strategies, but I think it's time to try to upgrade my day-to-day. So we're going to test out 7 Hells, and it's also fantastic because I have almost the entire team ready to go. In terms of Pokemon, I do need to EV train my Mold Breaker Excadrill. Having it be Jolly Nature is very important for this strategy. It's actually crazy how I have like most of the specific natures needed. So obviously we have the Typhlosion, that's an easy one. We do also have the Blastoise right here, Modest Nature and Water Spout. Okay, fantastic. We do also have the Vanillix, and I was really nervous because I love to do Timid Vanillix in PvP, but it just so happens that the Vanillix that I made on my IronMan account is 31 attack and 31 speed and modest, so it actually is the correct nature. And then Aerodactyl. Oh, do I have an Adamant Aerodactyl or a Jolly Aerodactyl? It just so turns out I made an Adamant Aerodactyl, so I like really lucked out on a lot of these. Now I need to get the move sets properly matched up to these. I don't know if I got a Sunny Day Aerodactyl, for example, and then Excadrill will have to EV train, and then Togekiss. Togekiss is the most difficult or the weirdest one that I have currently. My Togetic is Timid Nature. It's Timid Nature, and it's good stats, but it's obviously not 31 attack, not 31 speed, but I think this will be fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this strategy with choice specs on Togekiss instead of another choice Starve. I am going to have to buy a bunch of new BP items, as you can tell, since this strategy is now going to require like 2 choice Starves, 2 choice specs, a choice band, and I have to make sure that I also have a wide lens. But when I get this strategy up and running, I should be able to make about 100,000 more Poke-Yen per day, going from like 250k to like 350k, which is a massive upgrade. It all comes down to, can I do this Gym Rerun every day, or will it make me burn out? That's the biggest thing I run into whenever I see people upgrade their Gym Rerun teams. I often see people go for the best strategy, the highest in the world record, the speedrun strat, and then they learn it and they burn out within PokeMMO in like a week. But some people prefer the higher brain activity, you know, run. So it's just kind of personal preference. I like the low IQ Gym Reruns. I'll be so honest about that. I like throwing on Twitch, you know, throwing on my stream, talking to Twitch chat while I do my Gym Rerun that I've done 500 times in the background. But I think that I can get there with 7 Hells. I think it is a perfect middle ground. And I was initially going to try to breed this Alpha Togekiss up to be my Togekiss, but I don't actually have the breeders that line up in the way that I thought I did. So that was a mistake. I went ahead and plopped my Raichu breed over here in my PC, and that will just be used during Shiny Wars as a potential Shalfa check. And this will just go back in my boxes for now. This Google Doc, alongside all of its fun graphs and information, will be linked in the description as well if you are yourself interested in potentially upgrading or exploring other Gym Rerun team options. Once again, a huge shout out to Dave the Babe and Firebox for inspiring this strategy. Alright, now obviously we need to EV train and XP train our Drillbur, but we can do that in the future. First things first, we'll also have to actually XP train these guys up to level 100 to be fair, but first things first, let's go fix some of the movesets because that should be mostly quick and simple, although it will cost some Poke-Yen. I also want to check to make sure, and yes, we do have a wide lens. I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of our Aerodactyl so we don't forget what that's for. We also do have 2 choice specs from our previous Gym Rerun, so I'm going to go ahead and put one of them on our Togekiss because once again we'll be making up for its lack of modest nature with that specs and hoping that that works. If it doesn't, we'll just put an extra choice scarf onto it and just hope the lack of damage is okay. And if double not, we will have to make a new Togekiss from scratch, which is also okay. We can afford that. Next up, I believe we are going to need 2 choice scarfs, one for Blastoise and one for Vanillix. We only have 1 choice scarf on the account right now, and then I'm also going to need a choice band, which we definitely have a choice band, so we can save that for our Excadrill in the future. But we need an extra choice scarf, and thankfully we've always saved up our BP very responsibly, so we can just go buy one willy-nilly. 9,800 BP is thankfully no problem for us once we have 39,000 saved up in 1925 hours. Looking clean there. Boom. Now we have 2 choice scarves on the account. And those go on Blastoise and Vanillix, and then the choice band will go on our Excadrill. Our items are now fully sorted. It's time to get some move sets figured out because our Typhlosion does need like Incinerate, for example. We don't have that, so we need to actually relearn a specific fire type move. Incinerate is always used to destroy a certain berry, which does come up in some of these higher level gym reruns. If you happen to not know, the way that you relearn moves is heading over to these gray-haired fellows over in different PCs across the world. We will relearn, we will talk about Typhlosion, we will find Incinerate. It should be here, I believe, unless it's a TM. I would have thought it was a learned move, but it's possible. That would actually be better. If it's a TM, that's actually better for us. Because it means it can just cost us Poke-Yen as opposed to heart scales. Yes, it is a TM. That's a good thing. That's actually way easier. Okay, let's head over to the TM shop in Unova, and we have a few different ones to buy, of course. We might even have it, so you do want to double check your TM case in case you're an Iron Man like myself, and you might have some stuff laying around. No Incinerates. Blizzards, though. Beautiful. This is okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 9 blizzards just laying around. Let's see. I believe the Blastoise needs blizzard and mine definitely does not, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Teach the untradeable blizzard first onto our Blastoise over something like maybe shell smash. I'm never shell smashing on this kind of Blastoise, so let's just go ahead and do that. Perfect. We'll move that up just so we remember that it's important. Our Vanillix needs blizzard and icy wind, which it has both, thankfully. And then our Aerodactyl needs Earthquake and Rock Slide, and it is missing the Earthquake. So let's see if we have an Earthquake TM. I have a feeling I do not actually, so we'll go buy one of those really quick. 1 Earthquake for 30,000 Poke-Yen. Not cheap, but mandatory and very, very important. Here is our Earthquake over on our Aerodactyl. We'll put it over Wing Attack. And then we need to actually use a Shiny Stone and go ahead and evolve our Togetic into a Togekiss. So here is a cool evolution. We haven't seen an evolution in quite a while on the account. Not that it's that big of a deal, but they're always cool to see. It's a classic Pokemon animation, a classic Pokemon moment. There is our new cool Togekiss, and I'll have to make sure it gets the right moves. It needs Hyper Voice and Air Cutter. We might need to relearn them unless it learns some right now. Air Slash is not what we need. Air Slash is a good move, though. I probably will go ahead and teach Air Slash over like Calm Mind. Looking for Hyper Voice, Air Cutter. I believe Air Cutter is just an AoE move, which is why it's wanted over Air Slash. Beautiful. Okay, so we have to relearn both, or maybe they're TMs. Let's go. If you're ever wondering how to teach a Pokemon a certain move, you can head over to its moves and just always scroll through, and it's pretty easy. We're gonna sort by type right now. You can sort by whatever you want. Hyper Voice, or we can sort by name. It's probably easier. Actually, let's go to H. Hyper Voice TM. Okay, beautiful, easy. Air Cutter, is that also a TM? Let's see. Up here, Air Cutter can also, you could relearn it, or it's a TM. TM is better for us. Poke-Yen is much more flexible than heart scales. We only have so many heart scales, and heart scale farming sucks. I hate heart scale farming. So if we can go buy these TMs, that is much easier. Let's check for Air Cutter. Sure, we might have one of these. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I've ever used one of these before. Like, that feels like not a TM that I would use. Let's go ahead and do that over Encore. And then finally, Hyper Voice. Do we have one? We do not, so we'll buy a Hyper Voice really quick. 25k for 1 Hyper Voice. Our Poke-Yen stat's gonna go sub 3 mil, but that is okay. We'll get it back over that very, very soon when we start running this gym team. Now, I'm not ready for that obviously yet. I still have a lot to do. I have to EV train, XP train, fix Pokemon, but this is really, really, really good progress. Big steps this morning. Now it is just time to get set up for attack and speed EV training, and I would be lying to you guys if I wasn't smiling from ear to ear, being so excited to do something in PokeMMO that isn't just berry farming, gym reruns, trainer reruns, repeat. This is, I miss the variety, man. I miss EV training and XP training Pokemon. That's such a funny sentence, but it's true. I love this game and I love experiencing all elements, and I'm glad that I've been sacrificing for, in fossil farming, I guess. I'm glad that I've sacrificed for Shiny Wars. But man, am I excited to actually be in Ward shiny hunting and then eventually be able to open up the rest of the game afterwards. And the EV training is done. I just went ahead and did it. I think next up is something we haven't done in quite a while on the channel, which is, or on the IronMan account, is just doing a ton of XP training over at Johto and popping a true lucky egg and just spamming as much XP as possible. All right, it's been a while, but my XP amplifier is popped, and I'm starting this XP training hour with my Excadrill level 47, my Vanillix at level 80, my Aerodactyl at 82, and my Togekiss at 89. The goal is to get all of these up to level 100 or as close as possible. I'm going to go ahead and pop my lucky egg. I have 8 of them right now, so we're going pretty good on quantities. I'm going to pop that now, and I will see you guys in 1 hour of XP training. Alrighty, fellas, 1 hour of lucky egg XP training later. I made a lot of progress. We are also on stream this morning. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? Our Excadrill is now up to level 80, our Aerodactyl 295, our Vanillix 94, and our Togekiss did hit level 100. So we're gaining more XP across the 3 Pokemon now from there as well. I'm going to pop another lucky egg because we have them, so I want to go ahead and use them. That's okay. If I have some extra Pokemon some extra time, I'm down to also go grab some extra Pokemon for my boxes and start XP training those as well. I cannot type as per usual. I did not plant berries yesterday. That was one mistake I made, but that's okay. I was distracted by important stuff like XP training and IRL activities. That is okay. I also will be hitting 20,000 encounters today very, very soon. That is a cool, clean milestone. But let's stop yapping and get back into the action and start XP training this new Gym Rerun theme that I've been working on. Stream has not seen this yet, but here it is. I am finally building 7 Hells. Only took me a full year on the account, but I'm finally doing it, fellas. I want to test it out, and even if it's something that I can't do every single day, I think since I'm doing a gym run right now and then a trainer run like every day anyway, if I can just do this every other day, or like it still should save me some time and maybe not energy, but save me some time. So it's super worth doing now heading into Shiny War. Let's go ahead and get this XP training done so we can actually get started on the runs. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, someone said wait, where was the sound? I didn't hear the sound. Wait, someone said I would get a shiny today. What? I didn't even see it. I didn't hear it. Was it my headphone out? What? That's so, I mean, I'm very happy with that. That was just so out of nowhere. Yeah, Miss just joined the stream. That was just so, I'm just XP training. Brain is off today. That was just so, yeah, Brain VGC in chat said, I bless you today, you will get a shiny. I was expecting to go like 100K, not have to catch it safely. I was expecting to go super, super dry on this shunt. That is wild. That is really, really crazy. Okay, let me try to catch this safe. I'm actually scared that this like catches will be a problem. Like this, my Rampardos probably dies very quickly here. I don't think my Rampardos lives. I'm gonna be so honest. It's living more than I thought. I'll take the Giga impacts. That's fine. I could bring in my like Excadrill and like X defense him. Okay, the -1 speed's annoying. Wow, I just didn't I'm just shocked. I just really didn't expect a shiny today. Donphan's a beautiful shiny. I'm very happy with the species. It's female, so I can breed it. I mean, female versus male is like arguable on an IronMan account. You want both, obviously. The recharge, okay, this is going very well on us. I'm being very lucky. Wow. Also a flinch chance. That is so weird. I just didn't expect a shiny. Wow. 20,259 encounters. It's just weird. I'm just like, it's weird. I'm very happy with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like shocked. What should I go here? Impact EQ. Do I go this and just... I'm going to go this first. I'm going to chip things down a little bit. I'm going to go the X defense, potentially. Like, this is one extra sensory. on this. Make sure I click correctly here. We just renamed, someone just redeemed the points to rename the Togekiss to Jerome Pettis, and this just got renamed to Crash Trouski because my stream's always trash. Dude, what? Okay, there's some crazy coincidences today. Someone did just recommend the movie Operation Dumbo drop. We just got shiny Dumbo. Like, what a weird... I didn't expect to get a shiny today. I'm just shocked. Orange shinies are underrated. They are. Orange shinies, I don't think Donphan is pretty orange. One of my favorite shinies is like Shelder for that. I love orange shinies. My team is holding up pretty well, thankfully. I kept level 100s on me even though I got them up. I was just XP training my Excadrill. I'm also almost done XP training. Like, I'm 3 levels away. I'm almost done. That is just... Skyrim, this is the first day I've put Skyrim on in the background in like years. Skyrim, good luck. We're like leaning into all of the like superstition. How, guys, what makes shinies? It's surely not just the math and the game mechanics. There must be some superstition that we can influence. Oh my goodness. Okay. Make me so slow, bro. That is beautiful. Dude, no. I think Donphan's an underrated, like, it's a somewhat common shiny because people XP train here a ton. It's underrated. Like, I think it's a beautiful looking shiny, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful shiny. I'm gonna make sure I'm scared to kill it on accident. We are -6. I dodged the Giga Impact. They're EQing me like nerds, okay? The IVs are gonna matter here. I mean, as an Ironman account, like if I want to ever use it for something, it really matters. I'm just throwing a timer ball to stall a turn. I want my Togekiss to die, ideally, so I can bring in my Smeargle. And then just spore it or whatever. I could potentially false swipe this a little bit. Maybe I'm just gonna go Smeargle. I'm just gonna go for it, boys. We should be fine. No way he one-shots me, right? It'd be really funny if he like Stone Edge. Hey Pat, looks like it's gonna be a great day. It's looking pretty good, man. How are you doing today? Good morning. Good happy Thursday. You know, happy Thursday. Make sure I did the right thing. Spore. Yup. Okay. I could false swipe it a little bit. It's not gonna. The problem is it's not gonna take much. What's it called? I might just tie. We're at turn 12. I think turn 12 plus sleep is probably fine. Here we go. Here we go. Streams look good on my end. Some people are saying the stream crashed. I think they look fine to me. Looking fine to me. Yeah, do I just keep going for timer? I think, yeah. Looks fine. Yeah, I think the team's fine. Okay. I could false wipe this down, I guess. Is it really that hard of a catch rate? I could dream ball here since we're like 2 turns asleep or whatever. Save myself a time. I'm getting low. I need to buy more timers. This is okay. I gotta false swipe. This is sorry to stall time, guys. This is not working. And now I'm dead. Okay, I might need to revive. I should be fine. Don't stress. Don't worry. I'm totally fine. I am just going to revive my Smeargle really quick. Burn a few turns here. Apologies for the overly long clip, but I think it's important to show the whole. There's like on the Iron Man series, like showing the whole journey of the catch. You know, yada yada yada. No false swipe, just raw dog. I think we false swipe a little bit. I think it's fine. So I'm gonna do that and then heal. I can't believe I got lucky again. I can't believe, like, I'm scared because we're approaching Shiny War. If I set myself up perfectly, I think I've been really lucky on the account. I want to go dry before war. I don't want, dude, I don't want, oof. We're gonna hard switch here. Went Giga Impact there. I think I'll just start healing my Smeargle wherever I need to. Rock Tomb's gonna lower my speed. That's kind of annoying, but I still should be fine to outspeed. I think I still outspeed here. We're gonna Spore. Beautiful. Okay. We can Hyper Potion here when we need to. Thank you. Thank you, Mew. Yeah. False Swipe's gonna do. Oh, that did a lot more than I expected. I thought False Swipe would do like no damage. I don't think this thing has recoil moves, but just to Omega double check. Let's go see. The way you can check is by going over here. It'll have Giga Impact, Earthquake, Scary Face, Rock Tomb. Nope, no self-damaging moves. So we're gonna False Swipe again. I could soak it as well to get rid of its stab damage. That is not a bad idea when doing fights like this. But I'm already too late. I could have done it earlier. He might outspeed me now. I'm -3 speed. Just kidding. I'm still faster. Hello, what are we doing? We are catching a shiny German. What's up, man? Didn't expect that today, but sometimes that's how it goes. I sound like it's a negative thing. It's an amazing. I'm very fucking happy, man. I just didn't expect it. I just didn't expect to, like, I've been doing non-stop shiny war prep. I've been fossil farming, making Pokeyen, berry farming. I haven't been shiny hunting. So to see a shiny just feels surreal. 31 in Spatak. That's jolly nature. That's okay. That's awesome, dude. 848 Donphan encounters. A new shiny has been added to the IronMan, fellas. I like the number. 20k is pretty clean. I just didn't expect it. Jolly is fantastic. 31 Spatak's a little funny, but that's okay. We restart, boys. We restart back to 0. Let's go heal up and finish our... we gotta get our Excadrill to level 100 still. Didn't expect to see a shiny today, and didn't expect 5 gifted subs from you, Darkrai, bro. Thank you. Wait, this is low-key usable. Wait, I did not appreciate that enough. What? Wait, it's 25 attack, 26, 25 plus, and jolly? This is just usable. What the fuck? I was so distracted by the 31 placement. Like, that's usable as a weird, you know, fast Donphan, but that's for something that's usable. I can EV train that if I wanted to. That's crazy, man. That's really cool. Wait, is that true? Mist is saying that I should check the catch date on my first shiny on the IronMan account, aka my shiny Kakuna / Beedrill. My first shiny was caught 364 days ago on June 5th. And now Donphan on June 4th. That actually is very cool. It's not exactly 1 year apart, but that's pretty close. One at 1:29 p.m., one at 12:49 p.m. Pretty close. That's really cool, man. All right, my lucky egg just wore out. I was trying to get some happiness and XP on some of my baby Pokemon, but it didn't go very well, as you can see. They leveled up a ton, but still just not nearly enough. I gotta go like talk to Gary Oak's sister or some shit. Still not there, but it's good. It's progress. Okay, it's progress. But I can't. We leveled our Gym Rerun team to level 100, and we got a shiny on our second lucky egg. Crazy day, man. And I think now, in the same day of all that happening, I think we just go and try the new Gym Rerun. I don't think I'll do a good job, but we got to go and learn somehow. We're going to make some mistakes, but let's go see how it looks and plays out. Alright, fellas, this is my first time ever trying out this new Gym Rerun strategy. I have 19 Amulet Coins, so I have a lot of leeway to make mistakes, a lot of cushion. It looks pretty simple to start. I have all the moves that you just spam typically at the start of the fight. So like Lava Ridge, Aerodactyl, and Blastoise, I'm just going to be spamming Rock Slide plus Water Spout. That's it, and it should be enough. Oh, I did just realize I forgot to peep. Do I have peep maxes on? Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Historical PerTrouski. Oh, how was I smart enough? I'm so glad. Oh, that is like not a PerTrouski move. I am so glad that I made enough PP maxes in advance to be able to do this. Oh my, that was almost a nightmare. You need PP maxes for situations like this. So thank you, past PerTrouski, to actually prepare and get those PP maxes. I might need more. I might need everything PP maxed is kind of the next problem. I might just heal more than you should on this run to start things off. But I'm guessing everything here needs PP maxed. I'm gonna be so... That's the whole point, is like try to heal as little as possible. So that would make sense to me. So I'll use my last one on maybe Togekiss or whatever's used more. We can save it for a little bit as well. So we'll definitely end up PP maxing everything here whenever possible. But for now, let's just go ahead and start our run and try it out, man. I'm going to turn off my reamplifiers as it won't even be working for anything anyways. Let's go ahead and pop our Amulet Coin. We have our route here on the side, and I'll be scrolling through as we go. Aerodactyl and Blastoise lead. I have it set up so the first moves in these spots are the moves that I click. I haven't done this gym in a super long time, especially in this strategy. I have done this strategy before, but it's been so long. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see the disconnecting Aerodactyl tail because of that bug. That's a good start. I'm curious to see how this gym run plays out. We usually do about 20 to 22 gyms in an hour, which is not a lot, but it's really comfy and chill and brain dead, and I love it. Okay, I'm gonna try to focus up a bit more and see if we can do better. How many gyms we can do in today's run. So we're counting. This is number 1. I will see you guys either at the next gym or if we see a snag in the run. Ran into my first snag. I don't have the gym leader in the gym for Mauville on the IronMan account. I remember I had a similar thing on the main account. You have to go somewhere and talk. Is it this guy? I think it's this guy. And then now he goes back. If you ever have that problem on your PokeMMO account, I think that's all it is. I remember doing this on my main account when I also learned this exact same. I think I did the same exact thing. Well, that didn't work quite yet, so we'll figure it out in a quick sec. Okay, it didn't work immediately, but if I flew back to Mauville City, it worked. So there you go. Pretty simple. If you run into that same problem that I ran into, it's an easy fix. You just talk to the guy in the middle of the city and fly back to it. There you go. Really, really easy. Wait, okay. Is this because I've never ran into this problem in my entire PokeMMO career? You must battle other trainers before you rebattle this. Is it because on my previous Jimmy run, I ended in Hoenn and now this route starts in Hoenn? Okay, that's really funny, but really annoying. This is the most stuffed first run possible. Do we just leave regions and then come back, or like go Kanto for a quick sec? That is really annoying, but hilarious as well. Okay, let's just go Kanto and come back to Hoenn. That's so goofy, dude. All right, we have 2 regions done. I'm supposed to have 39 minutes left after defeating that, okay? But that's like for our first run with all the mistakes we had, that's not bad. I'm actually like pretty happy with that. I also need to upgrade my strings. That might help a little bit, but it's pretty minimal these days. Next up, we're heading over to Sinnoh and starting Veilstone City, and this is going to be Aerodactyl and Typhlosion. Through all of our mistakes and, you know, just the learning process, I'm 7 minutes behind. Could be worse. That's not good. But hey, gotta learn somehow. Right, even though this is a like learning run and it's a much worse run than what I could be able to do here, I have 20 minutes left in my gym run, and I'm going into gym number 16 right now. So that's like, if it takes like 4 minutes or so per gym, I should be actually, wait, hopefully I'm not. If I do the same gyms in the first hour, that would suck, but that's okay. I mean, that's learning, right? The second one should be a lot better, but I feel like I'm at good time. I feel like I'm at pretty good time. I do have to adjust here. If double Intimidate lead, I swap Aerodactyl, Excadrill, and then back to Aerodactyl. Not double Intimidate. If Typhlosion, okay, none of the qualifications matter. This should be just spamming the moves. Perfect. Another big human error. I just led the fire lead into the water because usually when I do my normal run, I go water, grass, fire. For this strat, you go fire, grass, water. So I messed up. Fuck. Okay, well, we can still probably beat this gym, but I'm gonna have to go heal and come back. Once again, human error is making this run worse. You gotta learn somehow. Another human error. I forgot to put Sunny Day on my Aerodactyl. So, okay, everything that's fucked this run has all been human error. Let the record show. I forgot 2 moves. There's also no Incinerate on my Typhlosion. Okay, we're gonna try to fix this stuffed run, but I mean, we're still doing pretty good. Worst case scenario, we're still going to get more gyms done, I think, in this incredibly scuffed version of this run versus my previous, which is what it's all about. That's awesome. This is our 20th gym being defeated, which is about what we do normally, and we have 9-10 minutes left, which is sick. All right, that is probably the final gym I will get on this first ever 7 Hells test run, and I was able to get, I think, 23 gyms done, which is at least 1 to 3 more gyms than I usually do, and it was pretty easy. I just followed the sheet, the strategy. The hard part is making the team. I had a lot of the team built, so that was not too shabby, and I should be able to improve on that. Ideally, if this strat can do 25 to 26 gyms, which I think I can do. I think I should be able to get to 25 average, right? What is here? Let's do, if I do 5 more gyms average every single day, my calculator's right over my face, but fuck it, we ball for the time being. 5 times, this is how much extra Poke-Yen I will be gaining every single day by upgrading my Jimmy run. I'll be gaining about 65,000 Poke-Yen extra every single day. That's significant, man. Like, that is a lot. Multiply that by 7, a week of gym runs. That's an extra 455k a week. We have about a month and a half until Shiny Wars. So we multiply that by like 5, let's say. If I do this run instead of my Typhlosion strat, I'll end up with an extra 2.275 million Pokeyen that I wouldn't have had otherwise. That's pretty damn good. I'm very happy with that. It should be a pretty damn good upgrade to the account. I just have to be consistent and actually do these runs. That's gonna be the main thing. It's gonna be a little bit harder than double Typhlosion, but it's still pretty chill. All right, our berries have been planted for today on the IronMan account. It's all cherries, Ross, and Petchas. I'm now going to remember and not forget to go teach Sunny Day to my Aerodactyl, which is needed for the Gym Rerun strat. I forgot that today. Do I happen to have a Sunny Day TM? No. I need a Sunny Day TM and an Incinerate TM. It shouldn't be too expensive, but I'm going to plop those on my 2 Mons right now. If someone said I'm 55,000 encounters dry on Duskulls and want a shiny Dusknoir for fossil farming, wait, that would go hard on the IronMan account. I love, dude, that's a good like Leppa hunt for me. Shiny Dusknoir for all the fossils. That would be really beautiful, man. That is a good idea. Good luck to you on your hunt. 55k dry, man. Good luck, good luck. Got a little midnight alpha spawn on a Thursday night. Granbull's actually a cool one because it's in the fairy egg group, and I definitely need more fairy alpha breeders if I recall. Getting male would be very lucky. That's okay, it's expected. I think it's only like a 25% chance to be male, so that makes a ton of sense. Hopefully I'll see you guys with some good extra IVs. I would love to see 3 times 31 or better here. Would be really lucky. You know, just hoping for the best. It's 12:47 a.m. What are you gonna do? Hey, wow, that was actually a much easier catch than I expected. 2 times 31 and good stat placements. Well, good morning. It is Friday morning. I caught a quick alpha before bed last night, and we now have an alpha spawn to wake up to. That's some pretty darn good luck and hopefully a good sign for the day. Alpha Houndoom, not one you see too often as well. Not a super important hit ability. It has hidden ability access, I believe, to unnerve the like berry thing, but a very cool alpha to see. Dude, there we go. A turn 11 catch. That's very chill. Very comfy. Didn't even need to get out my Breloom. I ended up soaking it. I've started to do that a little bit more, just soaking alphas to get their stab moves off of them. The fact that Houndoom couldn't have access to stab flamethrower, stab dark pulse, definitely let me live an extra attack that I wouldn't have been able to, and that's really nice. The stat placement, pretty happy with this. Field A group, 31 HP, 31 defense, a few 25 pluses, 25 plus def alongside the defense and HP actually really matters. That's a really solid, nothing special, but a really solid field breeder. And next up should be our berry harvesting. Yes, everything grew successfully today. Whew. There was no reason why it wouldn't, but I don't know. I just get nervous sometimes, man. The constant berry growing definitely adds a lot of extra anxiety. I constantly have timers set on my phone. I'm constantly checking them. Oh, I don't know how berry farmers do it every day, man. I have to do it on the IronMan account, but doing this on a main account for like Pokeyen, for example, is just so not my forte. But you gotta respect it, man. Without those Leppa berry farmers, I would not be able to do those Leppa shunts on the main account. And that's another beautiful part of the IronMan account, dude. It just always teaches you every element of the game. You have to do it all of yourself. So it teaches you to appreciate certain parts of the ecosystem and you know, the grinders and players doing the Leppa berry harvesting every single day and throwing them up on the GTL or selling them in trade chat. It's all really good perspective. And I absolutely feel like PokeMMO as a game is just a game that rewards you more for understanding it as a whole. Even on a main account, understanding like how to flip things, what markets to look at is really understood by just understanding more about the game to a deeper level. Game knowledge is so much power in PokeMMO, and it feels really beautiful that after about 12,000 hours, I'm still learning. That would be the most frustrating thing, is if I didn't feel like I was learning something new every day or making progress every day. There's nothing more lame than that to me, is like constantly doing something and working on something and just feeling like you're making no progress. PokeMMO, I still have so much to learn. The berries have been harvested. It is time to crush these 361 cherries, only 59 Petchas, and almost 300 Ross. I was a little bit lower on Ross, so I wanted to focus on those. And after crushing these, I will be very low on harvesters. I will definitely have to go buy some more here in a quick second. I might just go ahead and bite the bullet today and buy a bunch of stuff. I'm very low on a fair bit of resources. You can see I've been very low on max repels for a while. I'm very low on timer balls and other different Pokeballs. Let's go spend our new Gym Rerun Pokeyen. But also a quick seed check: 417 plain bitter, 343 plain sweet, and 468 very spicy. We'll have to do more Petchas today as we replant in a few hours, but on a pretty good consistent sustainability so far. But over to the shopping mall we go to drain a fair bit of our Pokemon, which is gonna hurt, but it is well needed. Ultra Balls, I'm super low on these. I don't need a ton. I'm gonna get 43. That's gonna put me up to 50 Ultra Balls. So far, that's about, what, 50,000 Pokemon spent. That's okay. Pokeballs, let's just go ahead and get 300 more. I love having about 1,000 Pokeballs. Yep, I can do that. That's fine. Great Balls, I'm fine with a stack of 100. We'll buy one more. Why not? Max Repels, this is where I've got to put a lot of money into this. Probably 148 to get myself up to 150. That's going to be 133,000 Pokemon in Max Repels. I'll probably have to buy more before Shiny Wars officially starts as well. Baby Repels, I want more of these. Probably 150. These I do want sometimes, and I do use depending on like where I'm walking, what location I'm going to. Honestly, Baby Repels I probably need to use way more than a lot of the other ones. Super Repels, let's stock back up to 100. So we have 150 Baby Repels, 100 Super, 150 Max. Expert Lures, I'm fine with 120 at the moment. I probably will stock up before Shiny Wars, though. Escape Ropes, I think I'm getting a little low. Let's just get 9 more of these just in case. You never want to run out of Escape Ropes if you don't have a dig. Potions I'm very good on. I get these passively, just randomly sometimes from picking them up from Pokemon, and I do use them a fair bit when doing things like fossil farming a little bit here and there. Next up, Quick Balls I'm pretty low on, but I don't want to have to stock up on these if possible. I mostly use them for catch events where need be. I'll buy up until 100. Dust Balls I'm incredibly low on, and I need those. I have so many Heal Balls. What the hell? Nest Balls we're at a really good stack on. Don't want to touch that. Dust Balls, I need to buy these for Dittos. 125 of these incoming. Yep, 125 Dust Balls. We've gone from about 3.3 million Pokemon down to 2.7. Timer Balls, one of the things I need to stock up on the most. I'm going to buy 170 of these so I don't have to worry about alpha catches and things like that. Yeah, there we go. That's down to 2.5 mil. 800k I think is what I just spent in this very, very short time frame. Everything else, I'm probably good. Well, we still have one more big purchase, and that is the berry harvesters, and that's going to cost me like 700k. So we are, dude, what the fuck? We're going from over 3 mil, like comfortably over 3 mil, 3.3, down to under 2 mil in 2 minutes of Pokemon gameplay. It's way more expensive than we all thought to play an IronMan account. It's so expensive to restock on stuff like this. 350k once, 350k going twice. At least now we have 2,300 harvesters, 1.8 mil. We're broke, boys. I will do a gym rerun later today, probably after my catch event. There's a catch event later today at 6 p.m. I'll probably do a gym rerun after that and do a very late stream today, essentially. Alrighty, fellas, the Feebas/Carvana catch event has begun. Good luck to everyone. This is a really cool event. We can see wild, shiny Feebas in this event. We can see someone winning a shiny Carvana, which is a beautiful shiny. We have, I'm on the IronMan account trying to win some free RP. I really, really desperately need some free RP before Shiny War, but I got to earn it. So let's try our best, fellas. I need to switch my Breloom. I want to be leading Breloom. I'm going to quick ball this one. I'm not going to quick ball most of the event, but I have my synchronized mon to lead the first fight, and then I'm just going to be false swipe pokeballing most of the event. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and quick ball. So we'll get two Feebas catches in the opening clip for the event, fellas. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it, and good luck to everybody else. This is a competitive event, man. It's a Friday evening event. It's like 6 p.m. Everybody's off of work. It's good, man. It's a fun event because of that, right? Nothing too special in the first 2 Feebases. That is expected. I will see you guys with any good catches or in 59 minutes of grinding. We found it, fellas. We found it upstream. We found it. It took us a few minutes. We wasted a few minutes of the event, but we found it, boys. It's upstream. We found it, fellas. Alrighty, fellas, the catch event did just end. I only kept 3 Feebases. I think most of them are just breeders. Nothing really worth submitting. Yeah, just some breeders. 3 1x, only 2. It's kind of good for, I guess, box space, honestly. Only 2 1x31s and then a 131 plus 15. It's not enough to submit. I'm going to release that Feebas, fellas. Good luck. I think an IronMan might win this event with Iron Beggy. So super, super good luck to him. Not to count our chickens before the eggs hatch or whatever the saying is. Good luck to you, Beggy. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. And let's go ahead. Actually, we did catch some alpha. Let's move these over to our alpha breeder boxes, clean things up, and do we want to do our gym rerun today? Becomes the next question. Alright, fellas, catch event results are here. The fastest catch event results of all time. It only took Hyper's 3 minutes to compile this, which is nuts. 17 points in 4th place. Normati, congratulations, dude. 3rd place, 180 to Weenus. Congratulations, Weenus. I guess you gotta respect a bit of like making your username insane just in case you win. You're in chat, Weenus. Jason in Twitch chat is Weenus. Congratulations to you. Of course, you're a fucking viewer of mine named Weenus. Congrats on 3rd place, man. 2nd place with a score. What are these scores? 184. Say what poke, which I think means that 1st place went to an Iron Man. An Iron Man winning the Shiny Carvana and 1000 RP. That's disgusting. That dude, fucking yes. Iron Veggie, like, also not any Iron Man. Iron Veggie literally grinds maybe more than me. Like, he's one of the few handful of people. He's one of the biggest grinders on the Iron Man accounts in PokeMMO, period. If anybody deserves that, it's him. I don't know if you've placed or won previous events, Iron Veggie, but God, do you deserve this one, man. You always want to see an Iron Man win. Congratulations, man. And good luck to anybody. Thank you guys for participating, and good luck to you on. We have catch events Saturday, Sunday, boys. This was just the first catch event of the weekend. Okay, we have a lot more stuff to do. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and do my gym rerun. I think we're gonna lock in. Alrighty, fellas, since it is only my 2nd time doing this gym rerun strategy, I still do want to track and see how many gyms I do. I think I ended up doing 23. Yes, my 1st time ever. I'm going to try to do more today. That's the goal. If I could get like 26, that would be amazing. If I could just do 24, I'd be happy. It's an upgrade. If I do worse than the 1st time, it's cooked and we delete the account. All right, there's our gym run done. I think we ended up doing 23 gyms. We did the same as yesterday, I think. Not good. Not good at all. But we'll do better tomorrow, okay? Surely we'll do better tomorrow, fellas. Okay, this is incredibly fucked up, but also very funny. For reference, the Feebas tile randomly moves every 45 minutes, 40 minutes. So it literally is only going to move 1 time in this event, okay? 1 time. And the 1 time the Feebas tile moved in the Feebas Catch Event, it moved upstream, which I'm being told is so annoying compared to downstream that usually when it moves upstream, people just give up on fishing for Feebas. The 1 time it moves during the catch event, that's like insane. I'm gonna go upstream and try to find it. I think with chat and like the community, I think we can do it, boys. Normally, if you're just like shunning for Feebas, I get the pain in the butt. I think we can try it, boys. Yeah, literally, people are like, the event was fun. Guess we move on with our day. Everyone's giving up, understandably. I'm not giving up, boys. I'm going up here. We're going upstream. We're gonna try, but that is real. Like, what are the odds? That's so fucking funny. Becky, if you win this event as an Iron Man, oh my, you're so deserved. Iron Beggy is one of the biggest Iron Man grinders. Bro, he caught a 173 plus 15. It's a 188. Oh, I hope you fucking win. Oh, this would be the most. Beggy grinds so much, dude. Good luck to you, man. Oh my god, good luck. Good luck, Iron Beggy. If we could see the Iron Man win the event, that's, oh my god. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck, gamer. That's a beautiful catch. I just got DM'd one of the funniest things I've ever seen on Discord. Yasukun sent me this. He is tracking my gym rerun profits. Motherfucker is tracking me to see how dog shit I do and how many mistakes I make. This is one of the best bits I've ever seen. I appreciate you, Yas. I can't wait to hopefully see some improvements on this, but the difference between day 1 and day 2 are it's just a great bit, dude. Another morning, another berry harvest. All right, our berries have been harvested. I did make a funny mistake and just not pay attention to my planting of the berries yesterday at all while reading Twitch chat, and I planted pretty much only cherry berries. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world since I need way more spicy seeds, or like very spicy specifically versus the plain ones of others, so it's fine. It's I don't really need these immediately. It'll be, you know, long-term prep. We got 186 very spicy from that, so that's pretty good. And then Petches, I planted literally 0 rosts, so I don't think we'll be you know, planting Leppas anytime soon. I guess we could, but I'd rather at least do one more big prep batch, and I'll probably plant those here. You know what, let's just do it now. All right, there is a shiny Mareep slash Flaffy catch event that I will be live streaming actually in about 15 minutes or so. So I'm running very low on time. I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing this catch event and probably not recording many clips for the IronMan, unfortunately, since I've been having a lot of crashing issues and problems on stream, unfortunately, with technical difficulties. But I'm just going to try to go do this catch event. And if I get like a really good catch that might place or might win, don't worry, I'll see you guys. But I might just see you after the event is over with the catch event results, as well as all my loot and obviously the good IV Pokemon that I got. So I'm gonna jump into the event and I'll see you guys after, most likely, unless I win or have a good placement. All right, we do have catch event results for the Mareep slash Flaffy catch event. In 4th place with 22 points, we have Night Topo. Congrats on 4th place, man. 250 RP coming in clean. 3rd place was a pretty lower, like 166. This is a competitive catch event, but like it was an annoying one to get all the catches for. Less encounters than we expected, I think. Really cool name, Equinox, getting 3rd place, man. Congratulations. 2nd place, did it do 167, a much lower scoring event. 167 over to IA Alessandro. Congratulations, gamer. And then 1st place, PUCUCU. Congrats on 1st place. Okay, the jump from 167 to 177 for 1st place, man. Winning themselves a PVM ready shiny Mareep Flaffy Ampharos, whatever they want to make it, as well as 1,000 RP on top of it. GG's, boys. Thanks to everybody who participated, and good luck in future catch events as always. All right, and as promised, here is our catch event loot. We got 3 different Flaffies. You can see the IVs over here. One with 31 defense, one with 31 attack, and one with 31 speed. Good breeders right there. I'm going to put these over in our noted 4 box, which is now full. So we're gonna have to work a little bit more on breeder space in the next episode. I cleaned up a box, but now I've been a little too lazy. I do need to get back to setting up breeders and maybe even releasing. As we get closer and closer to Shiny War, I'm gonna get a lot more aggressive with how much stuff I just release to clean up and get extra box space. Like, I'm gonna have to start thinking about in the next episode starting to actually catch Dittos, get my rare spawns. I have to catch a bunch of rare spawns. I need to, well, I guess I could, I'll do a lot of things. We have a lot of things to do, and we'll have to get them all done properly. I have to pre-plan and figure out, like, do I want to not get rare Pokemon and just basically get as many Dittos as possible and then pop fossils? It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a weird, we have to figure things out. It's gonna be awkward and clunky, but we will get it figured out and just do the best we can. I might not end up with the most efficient start possible, but we'll still prep a lot and do the best we can. My best catch of the event was a 150, which is pretty like good. The odds of this, a 150 placing in a catch event, is about 0.2%, like 0, like it's below 1%. It's very, 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 very low. It does happen. Like, I've seen it maybe once or twice. Even a 150, though, I don't know if I've ever seen. I have seen like 156s or 155s placed in an event if enough people don't submit to the event. But yeah, still really above average catches. You can't be upset about it, you know? Another mon that will actually, I don't have enough space. We'll just go over to a random breeder box, I think. So yeah, breeders will be something I definitely work on a lot more in the next episode. It's just, berry farming is expensive. Like, every single day, like, berry farming it costs about 350k to do. So it's our whole gym rerun. If I just do a gym rerun every day and berry farm every day, I'm net neutral. Well, I'm getting Leppas, of course, but that's, I have to do a trainer rerun or something on top, you know, to actually gain some Pokeyen. I'm actually going to release this Flaffy, even though it's like super good stats are 150. It just has no 31s, so I don't really care too much about it at this point on the Iron. But man, where did the time go in this episode? I just made a lot more progress in a lot quicker of a time than I realized. I feel like the last episode of progress and preparations was me really learning things and getting into the muscle memory. And this was a lot of just good execution. Well, decent enough execution, let's say. I ended up with 1,946 hours played. I started with 1832. So I did gain, we can actually compare, about 100 and something hours, about 100 and, I'm terrible at math, 14, right? 114 hours played in this episode, and I spent way less time recording this episode than the previous one. And if it's not obvious, this is where I'm going to go ahead and call this episode. We have to, because I'm just getting too much footage. I've done too much stuff. I have to separate this into another episode. This will bring us to the end of episode 33 on the IronMan account. Let's go ahead and see what we achieved. We can do the beautiful reveal just like this. Boom, 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 drum roll, please. It's quite a bit, man. It is quite a bit. We can get rid of episode 32, but it's cool to see the differences. Like the Leppa berries, for example, going from 1,500 Leppas at the end of the previous episode to now being at 6,400-ish Leppas. And hopefully I'll be doing a bunch of Leppa runs here very soon. I planted some more sustainability berries today, of course, though. I would have loved to see more progress on fossils in this episode, but unfortunately we just didn't have enough time for that, and that's okay. I still am up to 421 fossils, up from 285 from the end of the previous episode. Not as much fossils as I would like, but I do think the Leppa progress is really good, and all the Pokeyen progress was really good as well. As you can see, I kept up with my consistent gym reruns. I think I'm now up to 137 gym reruns on the account. Consistent trainer reruns, I think I'm up to like 17 or 18 or 20-ish around there. I farmed over 50 Amulet Coins in this episode. I didn't realize that. I mean, I still have like 18 or so, 17 right now. I farmed a lot of Amulet Coins in this episode, which is always really important. It's something I kind of dread doing, unfortunately. I did around 60 breeds, clearing up some PC space and consuming some Pokeyen and just always cleaning things up as you have to on the IronMan account. Caught a ton of alphas as per usual, filled back up those 2 alpha boxes. They're almost entirely full once again, and I had them down to like 1.5 boxes or so. I did a ton of catch events. Catch events have been a massive priority. I've been streaming and playing extra on the weekends to make sure I can go to all those catch events. I bought an extra choice scarf because I had to for my new gym run team. I upgraded to the 7 Hells gym run team just recently. I've only done 2 runs of that. I want to start tracking that with a different Pokemon, so I will start a new tally on one of the 7 Hells mons like Excadrill or whatever. I'll start a new tracker as soon as possible. I did restock on repels, a small thing, but you know what? I was all out of repels and I stocked back up on repels. I spent some money on, you know, timer balls and you know, a few dust balls and stocking about some Pokeballs. So we did restock on a fair bit of things, which costs a fair bit of Pokemon, which sets us back in other areas. And then once again, we covered the berry farming fossils. Shiny. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I got a shiny, by the way. Shiny Dawn fan in this episode, which is nuts. I'm excited to EV train and XP train this in 2v2 attack, 2v2 speed, and have it be usable in some weird places in the game, or even take it into PvP and try to surprise people with its wacky moveset. You can go like Seed Bomb, Ice Shard. Ice Shard might be an egg move, to be fair. But what's it called? Head Smash, Ice Shard. Yeah, those egg moves, unfortunately, but Dawn fan is a fun Pokemon to smash around with in PvP, or potentially even in some PvM setting. I could see it working. We are ending with 533 encounters, so we are going to start getting that number back up, of course. And I think that covers everything for Iron Man episode 33. Now it is time to just go ahead and begin Iron Man episode 34, and the training arc continues. Shiny War is not here yet. Thank Arceus, because we are not ready. Let's go ahead and get ourselves ready, continuing in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like the video physically on YouTube if you made it until the end. It's very easy to forget to do that, but if you enjoy the content, it's a free way to help me out, help out the algorithm, show PokeMMO to more players, and show the Iron Man series to more people, more gamers on YouTube is a really cool thing in my opinion. So like the video, subscribe on YouTube. If you've watched enough hours and I've earned it from you and you can afford it, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations really do allow me to put as much time as I do into this. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I wish you the best of luck on all of your Pokemon progress, all your IRL progress, all your Iron Man progress, whatever it may be. Just keep things slow and steady. Get through your training arcs, do the hard work, and the results will come when it is time to reap our rewards. And I will see you guys with that probably very, very soon. But for now, I will say, peace Reno. Yo, what's up? PokeTrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your Pokemon journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.